All right, so that's it live on our 100.5 Citizen Show Wednesday afternoon. Yamamu nyina Yamamu Kwaba baby bia wotemen kan na wi bia no machia wo na wi minim so wape bibia di mo join here on your Facebook page. Augustine Ganda is here, ni Ivan Isaac Kwame and Yabua George. We have senior man here. Yamamu nyina Akwaba. Wa more a various officers a ya motemenka awie me mamwa ha mo mote ye kamu etukwan mo mote boat uba yango ba kono de say shatawale de say shatawale you know they say shatani o che okay, so mo ti e chichi nyina nso no yama mo nyina Akwaba Abdul Majid, thank you, Aguda is here, Nana Kofi Ahin Kinsley, Shazi, okay, so that is Shatawali's own. All right, a good one there. Yama mo nyina Akwaba na na menkai mo ade we eye pa sa anyum we a eya mebono ma oman emu asem ehia, right, at any point in time ma oman mu asem ehia. Mahmoud Kabore, my old soldier, fantastic communicator. Bro, thank you for the support. Me pacho bet me join here enso wo Citizen TV Ghana. That's the YouTube page. Agoja Ibrahim, Ralph Ken, ewo Labadi. Labadi fo nyina da mo ase. All right, so ma on my way muasem ehia. Don't sit somewhere and claim media menye politics. One statement obi a mehu se sa statement ni bia free nanum ababia no. I consider the person as an irresponsible person, a reckless person. What is politics? Our day-to-day affairs as a country. You must show concern. You must be part. You must have an opinion. I quite remember in 2008, me joining a year multimedia from Eba Accra. I kept on saying this thing. Yes, we have a problem that you cannot sit on radio and tell me, say, oh yeah, neutral and to the minor Kobiano, you don't have an opinion. That is stupidity. Thank God, now you can see the dynamics in radio are changing. The dynamics are changing. Now even your senior for no you better omono. Those days you better adakabre no money Kwame Sefaka no money, those guys they tell you open so your radio would you neutral. Those days you be a Hello FM no. Na Father Dixon ora Kwame despite on ba no mu tu yefo a cheso ma bin o radio mu o mo catch you say we dey giran finfin. What is the meaning of giran finfin? I am a citizen. Baby o my no community mean giran finfin. And there is no need to giran finfin. At any point in time you must have an opinion. on national issues. You must call out people. Those who are wrong, tell them you are wrong. Those who are right, tell them you are right. And I'm glad today the likes of Johnny Hughes, right? Speaking their minds. Even I think Evans Mensah also a similar program on Joy FM. Speaking, your friend is saying, Bernard too has been doing it, whether it's against NDC or it's against MPP. That is not that issue. And even senior man, so and Yare Jojo, Nansen will try. Oh, no, tobacco be a firm. You understand? Adakabre, I've heard them. Now they are taking you. You see, in the process of building a country, you should take a position. In the process of building a country, you should take a position. You cannot sit on the fence and tell us, media me politics, media me position, media. You see, we don't care. And let me tell you this. Whether you be considered as an MPP person or NDC person, I mean, don't give a damn about it. Bobie NDC, and so what? And so what? And so what? Bobie NDC, and so what? Timmy, market no akoto entosi abode no e wa na meso beto no right now to na abode no sa na meto no uko ANC more me ko you don't have a different market awoto niema papa you don't have a different market where you buy things cheap, right? And me come market baby nebo media metonia ma ne boarding. We buy it at the same prices. When we drive our cars, a fuel stations are the pump price. And I'm glad today the media fraternity, they have realized, as some of the Biana, I kept on telling them that, look, don't sit on radio, don't sit on TV, telling people that we are neutral. You are an accomplice in the face of tyranny, dictatorship, bad governance. When you claim you are neutral. So what say you have a position. Be bold to criticize John Mahama. Be bold to criticize Akufo-Addo. Be bold to criticize the MPP. Be bold to criticize the NDC. Take a position. Don't sit on the fence. Don't sit there and watch people. So you meet doctors, they tell you, be a doctor. Media menya politics. Meanwhile, so I can say all political decisions as say a health sector no bebre. Out of stupidity, no could be in a small clinic. Edi obi be yare amanaba. On the obenya no ode na yire ne mabedi. Nti ne refi say enya oma no nyina na betu nyina be doctors te say wa. Ebinum be nyina they will need to fall on the state. And that is the reason why whether you become a musician, whether you become a doctor, a footballer, a radio broadcaster, and found the other piano, so keen interest in our mind, so keen interest in nation building. Stand up and be counted. Let us hear your voice on the streets. That one day, when you are not more there, at least. Mahmoud Kabori says we must take sides. Neutrality helps the oppressor, never the victim. Silence encourages the tormentor, never the tormented. Stand up and be counted. Stand up. I'm glad the way, yes, you may not like other media practitioners or more opinion, but it's good that now, because me in 2008, when I maybe multimedia, no, those days you can't, you dare not. But today, and I feel good. You may disagree with the person, but at least send a sense. Say, look, we cannot sit on the fence and watch. We need to be part. Is the best way to go. Ma omai we mun seme enye we hia sem. Na adwene ho anopa awia ni anadwo. Se wo bom pa ya no aka Ghana. We are in a very critical situation now. I've heard people talking about this Israeli Palestinians issue. Eventually to escalate. So, ama gold price kosro, ama cocoa price kosro, ama oil price kosro. Can we benefit from this? Tor is down. We cannot process ye crude oil. Ye kofa finished products and eba. Then, when you have bad leadership, and when you have a president who is a thief, a criminal, like a Kufuado, no matter how ye mineral resources a bono be kosro a jamansono, it's obvious that Ghana ye nyahon fasro biara. The ordinary citizen nyahon fasro bi. I wish that they will not steal the money. We come here, we sit here, we criticize because somebody is shortchanging the future of this country. OBS and the destiny. As we speak now, there are problems with Burkina. They are battling the jihadists. Our neighboring countries, issues, problems. Unfortunately, we have a government. What should I ask? Or the friend say, what do you call it? PFJMU. But now a conduit to steal the money. Or my when you wake up as a Ghanaian and a come at the war, what tried the ania body? One thing penny say about him, a Kufuado a yes cano, Baumia yes cano. Because if not a yes stealing, let's go and check the amount of money omodia share a ye PFJMU. The kind of crops are almost say almost boami adua. Today, Yanso Akufo-Addo Nsamfani corner of na on point one dam. A ya dam no esi was a dam ni enie. Na dam no ye adwuma. Buakuafo none. They just decided to use it and chop. And I know na Kumasifo busa. You say one constituency $1 million no. Say $1 million sikano. So what tape no? $1 million for one constituency no. Emu 30% equal MPP. Eye party executives or constituency ni enchain. 30%. On my sika, odo my sika my party for di. Uye wotie for utie mi awie. Are you not angry? Is it not a sad situation? what a taxi mu na wotie me a taxi driver. How long and what drive is nothing. Then you have a stupid person be sitting at MPP constituency office. They have turned politics into business venture. Organized crime. I buy say $1 million for one a constituency mebua, each constituency mebua. Not knowing say $1 million and 30% be a constituency. Sa constituency na 30% echo a party executive so 30% out of $1 million say kwame say ubo trim ko kwame nansia na we school. Say $300,000. $1 million, 30%. Say 300,000. Yeah. Omo di. Omo che. Omo che chama yano krano constituency chairman for ntimi meka because can enko yano na akwadi wuntumi ho akwa ohun sa press conference no onkai ya last week kumase for MPP for no be press conference sa sikana kwa akwadi wuntumi ho party for no de no the whole 47 constituencies no in Ashanti region no almost 30% each na akwadi wuntumi ho and wuntumi should account for it. Identity so bu oman sa nanado why ma wo mai mu nsem enye we hiasem na adwene ho anopa awia se wo bompa ya kai Ghana sufre wo nyankopon. Why do you do this to a country like Ghana? Why? Oto adie ewo lor kwam awie na wotemene a, are you not angry? Asemo enya hometesem enya ya sama fa oman sika me chama me party fu adi asai no. And when basic education enkwala beka say ye ni books o na adutum edidi o matem. We don't have money. We don't have money. Asemo we ye Ghana ni na sa woto na ase onka bia busa ho 30% of $1 million. 70 no obi busa me say na 70 no no mache. On se ba omi abeka say wo constituency a wan kwa akwaji usika entem no. Omo tenka omo be wi sika no adi. Yeah. But omi knows that Akufo-Addo is a thief, a criminal. Wasu adwuma no afri no ho. $1 million ni ye Ghana ifo ye sika o. Yeah, say constituency be $1 million for every constituency they are developing. And yes, let the Akufo-Addo be bold one day to come and tell us. Let JFK or their chairman, Matisi assistive in Tim Yare, or person resign as national chairman. And run out here. Let them come out. Ma omo communicators no me point it. Omo communicators no. They should come and point. Say constituency way $1 million no project ni bi nie. $1 million no project ni bi nie. They should point. I don't think that mo yes sir. MPP, why? I don't think I'm deep on sir. Why? So when we come here and sit here near Kasa, sometimes na ubu akufu no akwakade any kwasi because you ask yourself so many questions that yes, we know politicians are bad, we know politicians are liars, yes, we know. I mean, I'll be the last person to sit here and admit that yes, we have a political party made up of angels like NDC. No, I'm not too stupid like that. What is happening in Boko or being checking my, I'm not too stupid to accept that NDC, I mean, it's okay. But I get confused, I get sad, and I get angry to realize that we have an evil person leading this country. Very evil. Just check a nyama Akufo-Addo aye nyina na catch him say enye evil. COVID funds at the time we have a critical situation. Esikafo yi om sika ba amanfo eboa ya kanipa gudem amanfo adwuma sai abrofo beboa with money. No afa money ni dia akoma party executives na omo eche sika no wonya baifo a. How can you do this unless you are a demon? So money to mu. That is the only I mean description. This is money to mu. Ansah what me ayesade no. As we speak, about 18 billion Ghana cedis of COVID funds, they cannot account for it. About 18 billion Ghana cedis, they can't account. Or more US can go outside. Canada Japan so much changes coming into foreign currencies. And they go outside. Why? We are good chroma and I chronomum for nya binie. We do go baby. Cayman Islands, Comoros, no makoto to Japadi amo mano. Mato to dying, and then I'm who say almost say Jankuma. I thought a dime was London 9.3 million pounds or something. Why are you doing this? Adebia, it's like we have leadership, a president and his vice. I say and they meet in the night and think how omobe tear the country down. They don't care. Whatever happens to this country, they don't care. Akufo-Addo mpiemra mechre $1 million no. Ya nti so ma on my way mu asem ehia.
Mama ni bunsan ya we ya sen. No ni mama pa and ya praying now. Sabu gompaya ya kaitana. Sufre unyankupon fakana shenusa. Enuna huyo manbapa enuna huyo do. Odoma uman enu ara na yerishishe. Odoma uman enu ara nenya. Odoma uman enu ara na yerishishe. Odoma uman enu ara nenya. Enuna huyo manbapa enuna huyo do. Odoma uman enu ara na yerishishe. Odoma uman enu ara nenya. Odoma uman enu
Se baby bia wotebenka enawie tiemi. And it's very interesting how some of the MPP guys are waking up to realize enema to my way. Yenko tiestika Stika ye Kumasi share so MP. Or that's all Maslock. Stika that's all Maslock. On a deputy minister of trade. Yeah.
So anana say yes if ni.
Any day.
Aye. Summit we. Waduma we. Obia o stika sa no mo ka bia no mo boa. Stika onimade, stika intelligence, stika is obi wakan you say but na niso ahye no de no atato. O ne koko fine. No PhD mo boa.
No correct.
PhD. Say chan wo school mo boa. But the team nye.
Yeah.
Ebi ase will be important.
No correct.
But the aba Ghana enya ne say the ultimate man betra nsema meka save summit console me so minim console say obi enkofo take authorities na na ya omo kase ne enkofo with pass omo ka no boa a deception
Any who nim dey bia.
and it all started by NDC MPP. Do you know what happened? Say MPP na woso no mu ye bibi na papa mpo a NDC be dim tro na Ghana fo ni nyina buafu NDC na woso no mu ye bibi na papa MPP be dim tro corruption ya kai enye media na start here NDC na woso a ense manya no kure ye ne beka because you power see also no and a define bibi for the country. It is defining bibi for the country. Ye ne set ya ye framework na comfort to us. It ye na uti tax ye obi ku ya untimi ko obi odi kone untimi ko obi papa how to build a country you can't build it because a so called ordinary person na ube build your mind no catch him say be me ma me nka say no hu ma me akohye nyako onimi Ansah say wona wo ma na tete me ma me chia I respect my mother so much but my mother doesn't understand the mechanization of economic management.
Yeah.
And some mammy didn't say I say any na because you saw an ordinary person young fanasem oh my bedroom no but you su maybe I don't like it I want this was a senior ordinary child who into and this is where we are getting ourselves to. And then PPNDC we are being controlled by cowardice. If what it will candy any papa we show untimin can go memo untimin share papa and we keep on getting this country deteriorated. We keep on destroying the very fiber that our great grandfathers and ancestors built for us as a country and we are continue destroying it. Yes soon your team enemy slow. I get scared because we be slow. Hey we are seeing Ghana when I say Ghana anything.
I didn't buy.
Papa so anana say yes if any
day.
Aye.
You see, I sticker. Sticker nim. Stemiamwa. This boy. Onim pa say. Omwa dintro bebre. Waseda na rope in NDC keke. Now they are trying to equalize. Amemwo bone, amemwo tantan, amemwo fun, amemwo kankan. Say I drew equalization. So Ghana for someone sticker. You didn't try. They know. Sticker him say Akufo-Addo Bawumia they are liars. Onimo. They know. Look, let me tell you. Samia Oku and also support Akufo-Addo. Me ade a mempe minimi ye ene onua onene kasa na onu obi di agro na all record no in actual sense a criminal offense and again on moral grounds it's not nice but Samuel Oku nsema waka fa eye Akufo-Addo ho those days and some they know the lies. The lies. They know that now they are trying to rope in NDC. Sticker. Andrex. Sticker catch say NDC ni MPP na and tronkwa.
Oh, nya friends disappointed MPP for no.
That's right.
Obia MPP ni bia we disappointed and also MPP sympathizer disappointed bi I was NDC and MPP ban say MPP and NDC they can never be the same
na Uncle Rex enye onwanwa say onipa da sanisi e ma constituency $1 million emu 30% eko party executives wo no ma cha di
enra meti ya me hu dwiri me because we there sebe
how
then chem na a friend say insuasi abeka o
how
MPP for na press conference and I'm so mo bisa won to me
how
say sa constituency 1 million e ba ye no a ye di mu 20% ye share woni ho nti no on famra and nsema ekoso wo man mu no
Uncle Rex
asefem
yawo
asefem na me kroma sante for me nti o mase because honestly speaking
yawo
say party a mato aba ma no aba aban mu na nsen me ko kuma se akwan nyina sei baabia me chese me dwene ho a me chese
but you see Mira then na oja kuro te se kuma se hye sampan sa
kan na sebe de sebe imprediasa ekuro te se kuma se the whole of Ashanti region yes omo chairman ne wontumi buga chese nipa chese ni bibi obeyebia anya logical
correct you see sampan
omo ase
sampan is a brother sampan yemi nua pa ne na fofo me ensa na nam na baako efri mu enti me ne sampan na di agora che I won't undermine him but the quote say Kumasi metropolis then no jack quote we ade hye sampan sa how
Kwabena
na ukuro mu chebi we wo di chebi be hye sampan sa
Kwabena ma men ka asem cho Kwabena won say dem si no tie won say dem si no tie
yeah
se me fa ne se NDC wa ban mu na ye de adwuma bi hye won sa adwuma ne adwuma esombo na wo di nsem hunu a etimi nkama no ntum it gets to a point enya busua nya damfo eyo man
no
meka kirewo because man ka kirewo kana hye me mpewasem
no
you know what is going on in this country there kire se enipa bi wo ho a kire se omo ndwene Ghana ho
Kumasi I am at some
enye kra
and now listen to Sticker and therefore what is Sticker now Sticker catch ye say oh NDC MPP ya trofo and they lie and you see one day says the Kanumpa let's do this debate I can point to Sticker the number of lies ya omo kafa adwoma ama ho a omba ba mu ntumi improve one and today I can prove to Sticker and some Ghana for can I can prove to him any evidence
Sticker there sometimes see ade ba kwa Sticker mene ne fine but ade ba kwa men pe Sticker ho ne say onu de che pure politics na o ye no say even if Sabi MPP at the jam ya obi ani tuase MPP the jam beka so that so tem sana sekati obesukra dia brabra so I am funny home you know this type of politics will not help this country because at the end of the day yentiase say ye nyina ye Ghana for Ansah na ye decide say ye be this multi-party politics at the end of the day who join the political party as a vehicle to develop the country. Na se kobasa political party ne bedane a friend say cabal. Ye di wi o man sika. O man sa say that's a friend say state lands nyina mu wi afa.
Yeah, Uncle Rex.
I mean, Charlie.
Omo lutu bibia o.
Everything as if there is no tomorrow. I mean,
omo fa bibia.
Auntie, omo adwene on say omo fa bibia no makokwa. Sa no madwene omo ana.
No, you see say meti omo mindset na see ya whatever omo wi free o my way ho no omo nim say owia baako a ebetumi afiri ne nsa enti obewia 40 aban sisa na ye mujim be 20 kura no a aka 20 true of us
true
you see that is the game omo boss say ma me mfa bebre minim say ebi be free mensa daache ebi free mensa kra no a ebi beka and that is the criminal mindset they have now. My ancestor ne bebre enti say onim say obi kan na say minya $1 million major politics no or say there be me fa $100 million enti I ebi kwa because Andrex, how can somebody pack money e won dem to the extent say $1.5 million free mu no onim.
The whole situation and they say
How?
I don't know asem na work, that's the mindset. Say me we are 100 million. I buy for free beba no bon say I buy for free beba no for na bi be fa chiri.
Yeah.
No ma kwaji bia shop.
Yeah, for that one they will do.
Ghana for mindset say we are money sika after all judges cry wait me tuam.
Yes.
What the make court cry me fa chiri tuya judge.
Yes.
Won't me nya me hu.
Yes.
The hian say scan ba be din nsem.
No, where san komo we there. Dia wo kai kura there me for so say nkomo a gabi no money abusuafo ni di.
Exactly.
We will pay our way through.
Exactly.
Eja okay, ohwa me fa say me fa ebia $250 million. What $100 million to. Okay, mami moshi nko hu asie du nketia national chairman. We the chairman we the eja also $2 million ni. Yenim say eja mo ba ba mu skani ho. Ti esemo so mo hwe party for ti $2 million. Ofiri wa sameje mfipa na ben eye Dr. Lordina. Sameje mfi so eja je eye $1 million ye. Na unia ya na wahwe ye chi ama ye. Doctor mane bo ama so na ebenje doc ene also je $3 million ye na eja ya na mo aka bi ama ye. Ye hwa sese no chief of staff no ono so ye man be 10 bi chief eja party fu beba na eja mo so mo anya bi mo se mo baba mo si ya na bibia ni ho no ma hwemu a ene yenko eye GM na fofo no ho
mo ben no
mo ben no yenko mo ho on firu ana mo ko bole on firu ana mo ko manhia de on be ko ken
by all means
hwa anti no mo bo eskana no on be ko ai kronfo yo ti wura mu hai o sa ohene no ontimi on de ono ontimi ma jon ho ti o mu nim bia o mu de befa anti yenko na gamanche so de kakra o mu firi wa na o mu ko Duncan Williams ho contractor na o mu ko no na o mu ko otabel de ono sesei no waje party card o mu firi wa na o mu ko ye friend say papai Assemblies of God suffer no say one JM kwa sorry
friend say we Ajina Sare ana opuni
Assemblies of God one JM kwa sorry but Ajina Sare so say Sam George elder Sam George so Sam any papa suffer nkasama ye na so ade na omo ye no omo nim de omo ye
and omo nim say sa Bible fofra there are new parliamentarians.
Yes.
Omo fresh.
Yes.
Make us say Ghana politics and so Ansah na beko parliament even primary school before I be win na wa ka etwa ho ahia.
Yeah.
It's no omo ba foforo sa no. Na the $200,000 $300,000 akotwitwa ma. Ntu bo se na asem no na aye nwunran.
Yeah.
Not just say so we are 200 million na.
Yeah.
Wa 500 million.
Yeah.
100 million no. Was spread ya ma obia betumi ama ne ho akire ni bia was spread
yeah no
okay that's the mindset
and omotwitwa cantonments near buying sas in such a way say wonim say recently ya no omachiche bia ma media men fo bebre anya bi
of course some oma obia beka wanu atum
yeah omachiche ukọ a friend saying what do you call it lasibi.
Yeah.
Government lands be oh yeah.
Oh yes, I mean lands need the baby.
Ghana ni bia wo temi bia musa obi no wa sempa no ne Dominic say what do they know about those lands?
Yo. You see asase be so Ramsey ho yes so nyawo ma chene.
Yeah. Ghana ni bia wotim muntwa sa de we emfa ema ayi me aminu aketwa Dominic say onu Ghana for mu so say what do they know about Jatoye omode ya?
You know?
So we live in a country omo hunu say look, se me fa ketwa I can't bribe my way through.
Exactly.
Enti ma me fa na kesiem. Me fa na kesiem a minim how to sort myself out. What do I say? Me fa bi mko chief imam ho.
Yes.
Ebi mko chief imam ho.
Chief Justice.
Ebi mko chief justice, ebi mko Menshia Palace, ebi mko ha. Now because tell me why somebody like Kenoforiata is still sitting there as a finance minister. Why? Tell me why.
And look, say if we really want to save this country, na say nyame ya domina NDC ba power na ebeye se business as usual and this country we should forget.
But Uncle Rex, made my voice ni be I am saying komo we share bia yedi.
Yes. Then we should forget. Then this country has no
say,
future.
There
will never be
hope
for
this
country.
NDC for say. Ombe ya di akufo numu ye. Uncle Rex, John Mama oni na busu afo mu ntwa 2 years akonya so. Ebeye ni sesini. Ebeye and the if they decide say omobe and
look
the NDC I know and their principles me were confidence and the Jomama I know him me bompa say ma onsesa me mpaye nyina no say ma onsesa but if it happens we will chase fellows of Osukwachine or Omanebo Amanum in their homes. We will chase them.
Me say, let us understand this.
Let
us understand this.
No way.
Well, the youth of this country, the youth of this country has lost confidence in the political class.
Yes.
And I mean both political divide.
Yes.
The youth of this country has lost confidence
Total.
in them. The only way and the only person who can bring this confidence back is your mama.
Yeah.
And the only way he can bring this confidence back is Oba. It's to say, everything he has 4 years to reverse a lot of the things. Serious, drastic decisions must be taken in this country. Government expenditure. The opulent
government lands.
Government lands.
Eso mo yone say. Se nipa na sini da susukura se mo ma grade akodwini nyina gu form.
You see, Ghanaians must be seen. As I said, Ghanaians who say, there is effort to confiscate because ultimately now Oman say within 4 years now will be the millionaire, dollar millionaire.
1 millionaire, dollar billionaire.
Within 4 years,
Uncle Rex, says Sika Abujina Pania Sensu Boachinom, Assas Boachi Timide, 3 months, AC mansion, ever at Tasmanso. 3 months.
You know, within I just don't understand. On my benny, too much, I say.
And you see, Uncle Rex, me pacho Ubonyum how many years?
Me 40 years, Monami way.
Me pacho in your 40 years, Ubetimia Kakao gigs in Bomoa, a do $10 million.
I said, now okay, $10 million. Now me who be that? Say me who $10 million now it has nothing to do with music.
So you ask yourself, say, somebody like Sami who could to me, somebody spoke to me.
Now, am I too much you? Say, when you can now cross or now go for ya. So for myself, say, now Chris can.
No, we see.
So it's like the most important thing is by any means necessary get the money.
One problem we are having now is that they have the backing of our traditional rulers and the religious leaders.
Yes. Obey we are my sika, we are not him food and I'm actually a patch.
Because now somebody like Jinapo, Abu Jinapo, I see Abu Jinapo and I'm like, wow, this is a small boy. Asempa obejina gate ya chisa na oko hotefema waka say we no ase akwese toilet so na ode handkerchief akatena no ase aye call na waka kyerɛ mo ei nanado nhwɛ saa aberanteɛ abugina pɔ no ɔyɛ adwuma paa nanado ɛmmana ni nkɔ no ho no you see so all of a sudden these guys can show $300,000 physical cash but they talk car and they have never worked before. They have never omuni adwuma say oba point say me ye adwuma we me were experience we no. They became serial callers, commentators. After the omu didi nkrofo achi na Akufo-Addo be your godfather. Now we are be your godfather. And I think NDC should move away from that godfather issues.
You see, let me tell you something.
People must get positions based on merit. Sankwasi I don't know ama and now we can't say when say Ghana babunu bi enyina e wontim so obey politics.
Now politics is the fastest way to make money. To
Yes,
them,
yes.
it's not about serving the country.
Yes.
In fact, why do you say we politics? Ghana has a say now. The woman who now join no omu bu Jimmy for where Jimmy. It's a fact. Why should wa mabe catch us na na way papa koye politics na sia riska we nyane adan we now the okwa na be Ghana.
Look, let me tell you.
We Jimmy for
Samia Kune pani bi okromba omo ba foforo no be 3 years. Samia Kune pani bi kodi nkomo. Oh, that's Bobie no de obo de dede hunu no omo ye. Ni nuanom yi obobo newspaper fo bi din ye no bi a pro NDC newspapers ni bi. Omo chere ye na se we num ye omo beje omo de. Na me ne akwabi wo National Service Secretariat. Na me ni di nkomo. Oh no abo newspaper bakuya anse adane rebo no abo ni din so no so ba beje ne de ana pani no frame atumi me fo se obi a gibi me hwe so nko gibi ne komo ya
wow the whole situation is
ana me say opani ma besra aduane me mfa phone na ma fresh am ya ku ade ya on send me bibi ana ene de meba office o
Kwabena ade ni nyina ne say I mean people must not get us wrong. Money is important. Sika de
but you don't steal the state.
The tia ne say se wo ye adwuma yesi osempaka fo didi ne sempaka ho obi a wo ye adwuma bia odidi ne adwuma ho but not at the expense of the country of the state because Omaini sika na wo wia no ebe disenfranchise so many people, so many children, and ma mbeko hospital a omunya bed so nda no we bisa won say Omaini sika na wo wia ye no can't mean yes adwuma
omu wia sika no a no ma kwasra omu various constituencies no ma che omu 1000 Ghana na say yes Samuel kusu oma akuapem mampo say for omo ma adwadi for 1000 Ghana na ye
no so my papa bi ne atimu a
how
o my papa bi ne atimu a so hu se obi spend sika wasai kwan no so
how
eti ye ni Ghana ha ye wenti ye ntumi ncheki se na asemesi a all of a sudden wanya sika onya sika ni free he
Agrex, I'll come back to you live on Accra 100.5 ma omamu nsem enye wahia asem na dwene ho anopa wia eni anadwo na se wo bompa ya kai Ghana hwa Ghana for bibia wa ne mre na enamebusa me kuromufo Asante region Kumasi ade bi akoso na mebusa omo ha asem Jo Mahama AC yikajetia market no fato ha mame Samu woni video kura fato mame Jo Mahama AC Kumasi kajetia ena Jo Mahama ena onu Ibrahim Ibrahim so ehuna mane o hoi ena onu Ibrahim ena yase omo babe sidia ndian ba ji asase na MPP for atimi akobo emman penimfo pa se Jo Mahama eba Kumasi wo mo naked enfan kire no di aye dwono emu tuntum kokko fita di aye blue na wo mo bo afa die ekowi ase a ya won so Kumasi Kajetia oni video no Kumasi Kajetia nie atiefo muntie me yo afa de ko wiase a otumfo na siye enya John Mahama Kumasi Kajetia wante hey Angrex wante share otumfo asi na ade otumfo asi na ade otumfo na siye but woni bi asem bi esi today the same people busa say phase 2 no akufo adu nwieye nti won betintes kokwa a kire no na ade otumfo na siye mon komenhia na mkoka nche otumfo se phase 2 no won siye
Charlie asemo
monko ka monko menhia ma waka kire otumfo se otu yewura phase 2 no nwieye o phase 1 no na siye we two no my
no wonder why Napo say a friend is say Ashanti region there the omunyane a friend say party t-shirt and it is true
and atiefo mo hwe there way oh be ma mo honya o men delay me Eugene so look at this edifice ya jomama sisi eye Kumasi Kajetia ma asanteman wan fa nkosi bole wanfa nkosi Dr. Lordina ekrom nanka bunu so ko de ko wanka bunu fo so fatabi joma amanyante ase ne se Kumasi a business center business hub a trade center and we must develop it as such enti adwadi fo ma etia wiem Joma ama Kumasi a ohu omo ana ne raho osi asanteman memam sa edifice way and it's the biggest market in West Africa.
Kwabena ade ba ko a wonnim maybe nipa bebre nim about John Mahama. John Mahama is a generational thinker. John Mahama loves the nation called Ghana. Eti odwene the totality of Ghana. Hwene niam a oyeye infrastructure so be hu the way John Mahama odwene a. Wa hu airport no tema. Aye fa ye habo no. Obuemu. Said the bay ships bebre betumi aba. Abefa ye niam ni bi akọ edi bi aba. Na hwe terminal 3.
Me say
na hwe your friend say you see
Angrex
Charlie.
Anka Kumasi fo na ni abri no. Some so otumfo na si phase 1 no. So why are you calling on the government? Even for them to accept that John Mahama NDC and ayade we no Jimmy Edam kwasi asem ye kase nipa da sani nam Kumasi abonte so wa Jimmy Edam nkwasi asem Jimmy Edam nkwasi asem
se Ghana
odi fufuo wi a nkwasi asem bibia ontimi ministrate Jimmy
se Ghana
pacho unya u de yifri su na menya madwuma wan pacho
se Ghana ha because of John Mahama ntino flights betumi to straight na Akwalande Kumasi from Europe.
Hey.
Flight betumi to stay na Akwalande Tamale
onte wasem
on see there bi
onte
phase 2 na kwesi say
there be eya meka so onte was bomb
de bomb na
onte
menti e bomb
ebo wa mo se akufo ado asi flight muno your friends say airport muno kra ama Ashanti region say enye akufo ado a flight in free Kumasi enko amanone da.
Can you imagine? Obeche bilante runabout. John Mahama Kati saw the contract mine bibia 7 years in ye. Omuntumi nwie.
Kwasi asem nkwa.
7 years o.
Was wo dia wo kwa akiri. Dia wo mo bia wo mo de wo mo ano kan ye say ye be ye mu bia mesi akufo ado ntumi nkyere one project 7 years ni say ye buy ye promise ade we ye si enesi wo no one
It is cannot be a day chess can away.
Kwasha eye bokom emporium ajo mama di 2 years esisi ho. 2 years.
You know?
Aya bibia wom everything.
I say we are maybe can sankana mini wa. Ada jo mama e ko cut sword. Ewo one we friend say sphincters e kwan na farm na se ko pie East Legon no.
Yeah.
Oko cut sword me ne koye.
Yeah.
So me bisa me ho say adentina adwuma hu sika ni bibia ye ready your mama pen nyina gu ho ansa na oko no 7 years ni yetu nwie adentia
now yango tie Kumasi for press conference no wo so mo ani abre wani nyamre hwe hey waji mi so wa se
abawe ba no okọ abanya wa ba wadi asantima hwamo paa akufo ado abanya ye kai adwumayɛfoɔ ne ɛwɔ hɔ ɛboro 2000 mpimienu ɛnɛ wokɔ hɔ a nipa mmiɛnsa pɛ ɛna ɛwɔ hɔ now ɔmo yɛ adwuma no a goni si 60%, 40% aka ɛwɔ sɛ aban ɛhwɛ na owie adenti na aban agya central market hɔ wura hɔ sisi a ɛhɔ nyinaa fuyura ɛnkranteɛ ne nkusie ɛna agye hɔ afa adan akufo ado when I would just Santima and Wako, they are to Sumielu, Kumasi Airport. On my Kumasi Airport, 80%. I cut 20 back. I put one. Who can hosta? The question me, when you are buying. When you're crack. But I'm not at the hall. I sent to farm more, may more. You will put one in my woman here in the year. To move here, you find a body and boo. Can't have a body about a crown away. Na kan na papa body na ba enuane aba yesramo ehwe fa ne yefa ensuo mu nam de de petro di konsuo so eno ka de yi bi ene yeto wabra ne yefra bi ene ye de mo nyina oban ba so bojai wada wo ma yesra wa kufu ado wada wo ma wono mo afo nyina yedwa no yesra wa nyumani mu ya sabra ho ne besima ye se wo sima ye dia na yesramo mu brekira mu simu bebrekate no ema so ati tell se samu ye Kumasi ma ye nia ye ma mo kwan ema mu bebrekate no samu ye Kumasi akwani nyina ya kekan eboa ye ba so ba ye ma ye dia ene na dia mo kan ebebe mu ama mo enti sade a ye dia ye so ye sesam ye be sesam efi se ye nia ba ye no wanyi ye
ya pese e ka bibi che papa na akufo ado ne na beti ye che se bibi bia ye bia no asantema titiru pa so mo ba abepre frankatu adwumadie na asantema titiru pa no mu gere so mo gya asantema ato no sa ye wura ne ho mete ene ye wura first no de ka ko ba bia hu a enu minute ba bi mikro mo ye breman enu minute no adu enso so se ototo amena mu ye wura ene ye asantema ne Kumasi market fo adwadifo ye se ye ntiase na akufo ado yesre no ye pana chance na 4th November ne beduru hono no enyi obi na
o mampanye akufo penso be ma be ye bi no ameye ni nyina o ye ediduru ba bi ya sesen ko obi anwo a wonu nanso no aduane a wanhu no ma me buchi aso no na ye achi wade eno ntia ndisi aban ba ye wankra ma nkomo nsa nkomo enne a MPP aban ba ye sani a o mampanye dada akufo gya aboankra no saa na eten etie so asanteman mabunu yenya adwuma ewo ye man mu na se yanso no asanteman babunu wo ye adwuma wa asanteman mu a enya ana eya dia ene na sa adwuma o ya kokọ so nyina eye nnwuma sa abanti na ni hwe ene wo ye ya enka de nnwuma beba ama asanteman mabunu anya nnwuma aye enu ti ene edai bosumi etosudu ni de etosudu ye tonkra ede ama omampanyini akufo ado ene na bedi akire mamu bawumia say ye adwadifo aye wo Kumasi de ye ka ama obi ate ase se ye nta obi achi na emom ni obama asanteman enkoso ho ahia no na obama Ghana man enkoso ho ahia no ono ene ye beto na ba yaba ede amano na ye hwemu na ye hwe sa enkrofo ya yenim nipa odwene asanteman ho a ni nnwuma mpo won fra asanteman mu ni nnwuma akase a wabuabue no asanteman din na ode atotofo ono ena sanke wo bibi se ya ta akira ono ena ese ya ta no chi na nya ne woni bibia awa ya mere wani kokura ho a won pay mpuntuo won pay ye and they are yetiano ma ye kasai project ya yetisumu ane ye kasai ye nenkanea ayeti sankane asem ya nso ne ye de to aba etu abandada bi ma ne ko ye say dum so ye mpe ebi nanso sai si aye kasai yetisumu ane ye kasa enso man panyina kufu ado wonu abedi a kire
we ya Ghana ni na wotemenka awie ya. You see, let me tell you something. One sankrofo we ya omo wo Kumasi a omo so omo ye press conference. Ayi KJT traders ni ade no. Very useless people. Very useless. Useless. Ye ka se nipa eye useless a. Gwenum. Nyansa bako kura ni wo mutrim nyansa. Onipa da seni a onenam eye asase so a ontimi nwene one. Yeah there yeah support obi a o support obi who cares. Now say me wa na Kumasi fo obi afre me commander say there ye nyina ye ba ndis nam so montra ba bia motra no a montra ho monko break 8 no. You see Angela say enye asem a enkiye say ma akufo do nto so 4 years bio ma wo mo. Oh yes. Nanka on punish wo more because Jimino Dawson. Say ya bo o mind to say Ghana, you were before, you were Kanjaga for, you were Sisala for, you were your friend say Enkran for, you were Fanti for, you were Abono for, you were down for, you were Nipa be ewo Chroma. Would you what Jimmy say yawo ba wiase no a wote waduro nka fufuo pu ye twam a wodi 4 pm ye wo fufuo dia benko agusu ma wodi anu abodam say wonim nyansa say eteki nyina no collective strength and ye de chichire wo man. I don't care whether nipa ni enzimani o oye brusani o oye die o ofri sande ma o ofri hi o. That's so nipa ne betimi achechire o man no nko a. Why should I have a problem? Why? Now we de wagimia say ufiri Kumasi dwom. No ato adwene, no ato amane, no ato banch, no ato body we gimi nti. No afaka uduru fia adubra po. No what ayi enkruma ato nchen. No what atwere dan. What asini kwati sinase. Osori yankwase akeka nkwa. Odware ya no aselen bosesi okotra ba na afa de wagibia sinanim na nsamfo kwase asem jimi enya jimi a akufo adu we ye nipa eso ma ne bitu na osai okro te se Ashanti region akufo adu we ye nipa ye trauma ne bitu wo ka se wunyimi ya ubetimi de party flag akata wanim se ye de ye wo ye no ye de ye wo ye no wabodam wonim nyansa wabodam say 7 years ni wonim ade ayam ya Crowfrom market President Kufo Adaroma eno ye and this buy na omde eye trusses no ebe gu so come aka just plastering ene say omde apon batutum ama adwadifo no akọ eye edan no mu akufo ado se da 7 years now
na me nana na oye adwuma me nana ye adwuma me free me kwa brim na grow from jom na me nana he is the only person na or build the pulpits na edisi asore dem obi a akọ grow from jom bia pen bia ni me nana omo ebubu market no ase omo besi market na mo ensi da na odi afam na odi ewuko. You see, look, Kwabena assembly am pese meka wahu Omai bia Nyakopon etayi nkrofo bi ema omai no. Leadership a talent o, a gift Nyakopon de manipa. Me gina fidie so asre Ghana fo nyina sese okoto na obompa Bobie ma John Mahama. Se Nyakopon ma na hoden nyankopɔn ma na kokoduro nyankopɔn ma no akoma ɛso ɛne nyansa emu odu nyankopɔn ma na hobanbɔ nyankopɔn ɛma no nyɛ sensitive to all the people around him because nyankopɔn ɛde Ghana yiedie Ghana nkɔsoɔ ɛho nyansa ama papa no obia no John Mahama ahyia pan bia wobon sɛ ɔyɛ very down to earth onyiyi nipam ɔmema ne ho so ɔbrɛ ne ho ase obu nipa bia wɔde ne kasa wotum sɛ ɔdwene Ghana ho akasa yɛn Ghana foɔ no sese masoa nsuo masoa nsa meme da nyankopɔn ase sɛ ɔma akwan ɛma Akufo-Addo bɛyɛ president ɛnyɛ saa ka Ghana for Akufo-Addo bɛba bɛyɛ hero the president who never was nyankopɔn ma Akufo-Addo kwan sɛ ɔmɛyɛ president sɛ de bɛyɛ anadwen bɔne bɛgu n'anim ase ɛma wayi so Akufo-Addo so de apanish Ghana for bonia yɛ a yɛyɛ kyerɛ John Mahama Asante region schools dodoɔ sɛe ɛna secondary schools minimum kura no at least 12 Asante region water projects minimum kura 4 hospitals market so many things are here in Asante region ni nyina mikromfo se omo ahu utumi hia obi na waka asɛm pɔtɔ mokofa makan ni na Akufo-Addo no betena so no ɛde na wayɛ amamo etigana fo e mo bompaye a mo mompaye ma John Mahama oye nipa ohome mframa ani atwa ne ho ahia se de oso ntakrache no ne ho ani bre
wa mo
mompaye ma no
Angrex Monica sa obian ka se NDC nya bibia 100%.
There's nothing like that. There's nothing perfect. John Mahama onya perfect.
But at least the effort. And I know Mira that's a na bosu. Asante mampo hene. Oka ensu asem. Yera John Mahama ba ha. Me de to nanim a na oboshi na okope grant ena unim Akufo-Addo so unim se jankoma efri Asante Mampon ne papa ni no
minim sa
omfri butoku wo ye chi sei ntia fa ne se jankoma no eye mi sister unim ade Akufo-Addo abeyama ekromo 31st December women movement daycare no ya Rollins nene yirisima mamponfo a eho grounds a omudi events any ade the first pa akra na omo kyerɛkyerɛ nsano dwuma any ade ewo ho Akufo-Addo atimi ababa babu ɛdan na gu ɛna wasi events grounds hotel wom edi amane ba no ena omo afa
wow
yes kwasi asema reckless president senseless man
na Akufo-Addo de Ghana no odi Ghana so said odi ohene bi o said e chese Ghana the property o
you see
oni na busuafo ni na o
madness at the highest level huh mamponfo afre me no even the MPP for no ankasa they were angry like how enti wabafa assembly na sase e de aye project amane ba no begina wo twa mu say waye bibi wo ho
mama ka asem so
oh yes John Mahama abe fix eye water planter a serve inkrase be almost 13 a 7 krase wo mampone ni nkrase chirimfa so kofiase no mane wabes fix a year water plant. There are major challenges facing Asante Mampong. Nkwasi adia okojina okodi ye no. Kwasi asimo okojina okodi ye e wa Asante Mampong no. That danity no say sorry bye.
You know,
ubu o mind to say uni obi wa asem. Ase mechire mu nyansa. Te say de wo de unmu da.
yeah, Kwabena miss a question. Osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Minim say bia woni bia ne property bi sia. Enso so no, you see, good name is better than riches. The whole of Africa, the whole world, obia nim edin Osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and what he stood for. Na onye perfect.
Ebio, on say boninti sa Pauli Akufo-Addo no line no. Boninti no. Omo ye politics are still omo di nkwa achiri.
Big better na odi akwa achiri.
Yeah.
Bonnie same idea na happen. A friend say 1979 na Pauli ne Victor Osu emuche no. I say the same thing. Na happen.
Omo line no. Sa omo line no. Sa dankwa line no. Dankwa de kura so no mfiri omo fie patapa. Oni so oni papa bi wo omame kuru abomosu a ko yusu ni din. Sa line no. What we say one be ayer world renowned either. Akufo-Addo nam wato ai awards sa still obi antenka bone assembly mampo assembly esiwo hwe me ka kire wo me ne wo kasa yi mampo Asante Mampo station kase eya jomama no mo ayeye omu ye hyehyɛ tiles ne ade ba bi omu duru ya omu tu omu no enu no
now the
me ne wo kasa yi me kwa Asante Mampo bi ana me sere wo mo na me sese mo hu ye ka asam kyerɛ mo a mo kotu banche efri ayi afro ho na mo be wo fufuo di wi a dia ka ne ye jimi kwa
message on Mahama time me krom
jimi
me krom my friend say be kwa abodom on say Coco roads no
yeah
omo ye roads na de koya kofa your friend say na ka kreb na ka duru a friend say mronto ne ekwa akosi kwane ya babiom to gold no machines gu kwan so mo ye adwuma ye lose election pepepe pam omo jai na me fie for PP for nko a nti na se am kwa yie me ma me panyin ba ku ye ne kwa yie kwa me e se de e kwan de say de shut up.
Hey,
shut up. Sani ye kwan no. Enam so mpa Akufo-Addo. Obaye no. Ena wagya kwan no. So what are you talking about?
What? Now nim. Sa kejeti traders na yamesre. Akufo-Addo ade na oha ye na deliberate o destroy Ashanti region.
Washeda. Now pass me na okay.
Washeda.
Is the same Achim and Ashanti ade na omo ye no. Eno na omo ye.
Oh. Eye me ya say omutimi ma omo kwai ma akwa wei etimi use wo mo e de age power na punish mo and even in the face of punishing you kra no munhu
eno ye fere ye ni wo you see akwa te say waji bibi hu kiki na de na ka fel o super so no osasere. That is what is happening to you kromfo. Eti e meme no ya said Kwabena next year me no ya said say ye be koye kro
agerex me person mo santuma MPP na Akufo-Addo ntra ho da ye say ya no omo hwan na ebre dabi ya no omo hwan na ebre
say ye de nim say ye de
ya no omo hwan na ebre omo kura sore fresh reska
of course
womo no sore free Kumasi wo no afra ye reska
bebre sad say me dwene ho amenti ase
mama kwa wei at me say a whole region wei but it's so sad why we are ubechire musa no akoka de yanka
wan hwa na wo ba be ye o be sound tribalistic but no kra no so de da ho ase ye why because me krom for ya na mutumi gina o ka se na ye ma pepeni ni so pepeni wa be si airport amamo pepeni wa si dwa amamo pepeni wa si schools amamo pepeni wa si hospitals amamo mo krom akaini no amoso ya akaini no e de na wa ya amamo
wei for yafu wei aba be beat mu on bone no wo omo trimu free tete no against Ashantis no sa bone no na ode anyina na ode abetra akonya no so no wodi region no bone ana obi antimi nka
na region so ma deda
na nipa no onya didi wi ade aka nya edam odi fufuo wi ade ba asem bio asa o ka bibia a kire no say look ba bia ade na ekọ na enya onte ase nanga kasa sabita frache ya kasa ya wura otufo ya yebo mu ya yebo dia ma ya homne so nanga sabinka otufo nanga so ka bibi kire wei sa bama baby ade na ekọ no enya papa o ya si o ka no de
okoka e beka so wa politics okoka se sia e beka so wa politics. You see, that is something I don't understand. That's something I don't understand. What is wrong is wrong. Adia enye.
Hwe. Se na de ahmet ne se omutimi etwa omonkola no omo Facebook no PK support no ne George Quartin sankola no omutimi kotwa ekwan baby ketu no de quota afefa form
no I can say friend say something of room
oh yeah omo de quota afefa form no mo atwa na omo sa camera stretch no
exactly
no ma stretch no no the ababa to say what the guy is doing well oh
yeah see sebi
unim say ka de emre ka me catch George Quartin say wo free bunu untimi me kire ya Asantefo say unim nyansa eche wo na be kire ade na ekoso Asante region wo ka se enim
Kwabena won't say ebe we da utwa kontopo masafo ayira wo da bonten wo na wo dan safo ayira obi abisa o se o mahu o me da me safo ani mahu wana be da bonten
ade besa
wana be da bonten utwa kontopo masafo ayira wo da bonten eti se akufo ado nya hwe wa Asante region na mo se wa ya ejejereje
na
MPP ni ya wo mitu MPP ya nkwan ene ya watum
ya wo mitu mu
ya wotum na se emfamfaso bia emma wa brabo ma se MPP ndi ya wo mitu mu
ya die nie
ene ye ne
ya die nie na powei
se me kwa Asante region me butu mi fusa se me butu mi fusa me kwa so I need all these places are
very useless guy like Napo o ma me free achim no abegina Asante region abeka kire say the Asantini pa ye t-shirt
can you imagine
man t-shirt na omugina
can you imagine
adan me hwe ade no na me hu say politics another weapon to enslave people.
Kwabena
another weapon to enslave because say sasem na napokan no entina me ya na me pe Middle East one those areas no me pe omo life o kada pop free stage this so ahyew
Kwabena me pese me bisi wasem bi o sasem we ya metane mikrofo bi din kuma special me kokuma sia Kwabena na so sanka Asantefo ye nyimi sa o what is happening to us and then it happen Asantefo sanka ye akokodrufo
you see
what is going on
the problem no
and yet me kan okre say look
you see when it comes to business smartness we understand life that is us we know how to build that is us but we are indoctrinated.
That is the problem. And you to me tell Kumasi to me say the whole world Kumasi is the best. O two kwai kra do. The whole world Kumasi is the best.
And on fire ho.
Oh, the Onya fufu ni ko bibi ya.
What was it this kra odoro bibi amfa no ho. Indoctrination.
What?
Yeah. And the so want me anya kokodro and come out of it. Now I show enough strength. Like no, this is not the way we should go.
Say Kumasi are congested. Tese bia me do ana me ho yira me.
Na say me ho no mo frame me say Magdan abetiasi Asante region. Na maka kire mo say me pe evidences no maka kyerɛ bosomtwefoɔ no sɛ ɔmo ma me evidences to make sure I know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Me maka kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ Magdan adeɛ ɔyɛ no adaa sɔngɔ no ɔde ba Ashanti region a yɛbɛ organize nkurɔfoɔ mo abo Magdan buturo bi a bɛbia na adeɛ obi a because ontumi mfa sɛ gyimi no a ɔgyimi wɔ ne kurom no engura Ashanti region da ensi da yɛbɛ gya yɛ adwuma kɔ Ashanti region na ɛbɛyɛ ne sɛ sini ɛbɛyɛ ne sɛ sini ɔbɛdua tena ne kurom aboro wɔ mo ɛdi nkwasi asɛm wɔ ne kurom ɛyɛ ɔmaame na ɔpapa no kurom but so ɔde krɔso ɔmo sɛ ɔmo kɔ akɔpɛ menyanya de kronti na menka ho asɛm mepɛ sɛ ɔmo gada hu sɛ ɛyɛ no kure trodoo then we will start it so wɔde ne gyimi no ma akufo ado piapia no ɛde ne gyimi no ɛsesa kɔ ma nom zoom la ya akwala no kɔma yɛ menu aketewa wɔno so mbe wura Ashanti region bedim kwase de ɛwɔ hɔ a ɔde na police fo no nyina ɛbɛfono wɔ mo ɛbɛyɛ ɔmo sɛ de ɔmo hwɛ movie
Kwabena wonim sɛ na sɛ mekɔ a friend sɛ asuo ho sɛ wo deɛ meka asuo ho a wonim baabi a mekɛn
ya minimum
Kwabena mekɔgyina hɔ na mede drone kɔyɛ som Kwabena me se ɛhɔ nko a asuo ho nko a if Ghana sɛ be develop asuo ho nko a the money that place alone can generate
ya terrorism ministry ya bu say terrorism minister
o se yie
say domestic terrorism was ni pay wu ni ekwa yie na aso
can you imagine
was wo nam kwa hu banchi no ato hu bode no ato was wo kwa yie na wo fufuo no wie wo didi wie na mo wie yie no a no aka chom some person kwa excursion na ne nam kro no
I don't like the Japanese as an only minister no anka dan o kasa asema ko be sake no
there you it tells you the kind of president and vice president we have.
Can you imagine?
Sir, nipa wu ana domestic tourism ekoso. Ninti wajimi kura no. Ko voter region na ko hwe sites.
Charlie.
Menu ka say your friend say Kakum ho say o.
Oh, now your tourist site no kura look. Kwabena your problem.
Go to the north. Me say tourist sites ni bi is young discover.
Your problem because time na yesu ano. Okay, so so the Safo.
Aye.
Safo say na nua bi wo hɔ trees bi wɔ hɔ
yeah.
Na konfa no kye na ibobɔ ho.
Na ibobɔ ho.
Because me ko school asoma so kakra. Eti no Safo me papa tena kwa aman ne na se for mampon ne. Eti sa area hɔ say. Lots of tourist attraction ayira.
Chese ebi okra yentimi discover. Ye busa no a. O say onipa wu ni akwa yie no a ni atoba nchene bode
hey Charlie this country
say ebi a eye burusa na okwa yie no so ho a no atonkonkonte mo kwa no mo akadi mo kadi wi a na mo wi yie no a o si kire me excursion yenko excursion okromo hwe wei we no mutimi ahwe nipa nim ka kire nipa say they are doing better enti what is a we no mu edidi enkrofo te say ablakwa akando Sam George no matema na obu afu say enye say bia akando na ablakwa eye special ayibio but unhu nipa we say odidi we no matema na ufe so okeka nkwasi asem kire no
ma me sanyina wa fide su Kwabena da bia mpesem kasa asem na me congratulate Honorable Sam Okujato Ablakwa. Ajuma oye no as a parliamentarian or chain investigative journalist. The way I thorough about issues bia scandal bia or be exposed the time I was spending odi benya the detailed records of idea or kan ho asem no. Me bona baso say onkoswa no nya sa adwuma pa ne magana because ye won so nipa kakra bi o ma we mu a ka Ghana be konanim. Big Sam, may God bless you.
Yengotie eye Dr. Nyahotama Klo ena eye emmeku ena your friend say the statesmen, yeah, we have them in Ghana here. A press conference, and Dr. Nyaho Tamaklu are raising issues on corruption, and I think we should talk about it. Yeah, let's do this.
Nyaho Tamaklu, in the dark days of this dear country of ours, gives us a cause to worry. In fact, in the old age of ours, we don't sleep soundly at night. Ghana has been riddled with perceived corruption of political public office holders, amassing unexplained wealth, tribalism, nepotistic and parochial in their interests, especially under this regime of President Akufo-Addo. How do ministers hoard statues of cash in foreign and local currencies in their homes, acquire properties in prime areas of Accra and other parts of the country, drive the most luxurious cars, and live extravagantly, and expect our youth, who remain largely without meaningful employment, to be satisfied? These are critical warning signs going to destroy the security of the state. We need to pay critical attention to this. Fellow countrymen, the Akufo-Addo I knew had numerous dialogues and demonstrations with is not the Akufo-Addo who is now president. What many Ghanaians may not remember is that Brigadier General Nunu Mensah was the campaign manager of President Akufo-Addo in the MPP's presidential primaries in 1998. And I was also a member of that team too. So, we know what we are talking about. As a young medical doctor in the Ghana Armed Forces, Nyaho Tamaklu, in the dark days of this dear country of ours, gives us a cause to worry. In fact, in the old age of ours.
All right, so this is Dr. Nyaho Tamaklu. And Uncle Rex, unim yambɔ mpaeɛ sɛ Akufo-Addo ne Gabi no mu di agorɔ a adeɛ bɛkɔ so wɔ Ghana street mu ɛbɛsɔke wɔ mo. Yeah. Because you see,
the signs are there.
When you have a reckless president like Akufo-Addo, very reckless man, who decides to steal the country with Nemba, just to steal our monies, take the monies to Cayman Islands and just dump it somewhere. And you see, Dr. Nyaho can say, unexplained wealth. Ubusa boys ne say, na munya sika we ewo he. Where? How? Winim. Na President Mills wo no. One day be make President Mills the first trip or buy it to almost in the first trip na okwa I think UK me am Israel pray dada ena almost say oh media for omo free media for na so they called me ena me catch almost so omo Dominic that Dominic is na hear me producer and I'm so omo ne nko subsequently for 4 years of President Mills, 4 years of President Mahama. But I kept on asking myself, why should I become a dependent on my coffers? You go there, you sleep, you give you per day, no adi. No baba betnasi. Even with that, yeah, and your bonnet. Eya me ferry se ochine bi aban beba Bobie ena ne din ewo aban ade mu a eya me ferry it's not like me pebi look it got to a point onipa obey me pa aka kire me say wo de waji mi o uko jira JM no mani wa no iti no asori na am say no I'm not supporting them to destroy the country many je se me wura kumase da me hunu kumase kejetia that is my joy dia kan de me ama brabo nyame ama me sa microphone we make me dia bobran kakra that is the most important thing now when you were no ma ewia oman no we say hwe mame nka sem kire na ye ko share Africa Fridays live band asante be dia to me huno yeni momo we know them oka omusiawa omsia na yenua no eya na wodidi atem then I want to ask them wonya dia we efri he because we know you sami okumi no mama no papa no nyina they don't have it pious agide oba no na wo ena no oti oba na emame edan single room e o combine you ji ahe akwa teko say na de na fuka kraka no obakona dolu methodist asoda no na odi akonya si na otwere na furu no bosoro. These are guys, even for them to go and seek employment, said ya juma say, na say ya kopel juma fufro, ni enemu, ni epe juma, ni enemu. Omuni ma de kro, omunye bi da. So you ask yourself, how can this person walk to a car park and buy a car worth $100,000, $150,000? Ubusano as me sit down or cantonment, me sit down or laboni. How? So you see, one day, when the system becomes so hot, then the youth will charge that we will take possession of any more we are no. And be careful. And see now, a basic debi, when you don't have power, a member charge it as you show properties, and they will seize it forcefully. On the force, ebe fa more properties. They will occupy it. It will be very bloody. Say enkwala wey. How? Ba could be no friendly girl be our madam for. Was it Kwabena? O kwasika say it be pakisika or carpet so. Adana ni agye no. No, I catch us all the Bishop envelope Munefako.
Kwabena kasem chiro. Oh. And now this erroneous impression I walk Ghana for it say Obia oko politics mubia no just say the easiest and the fastest way to make money is politics. And you know, say how you obia na say wo sacrifice it, wo the time, ne wo nkwa na obi bia to say wo ye bibia ma wo man a. Na obi fi so obi atam sika bia ma wo. Even a Rise Ghana demonstration na nkrofo say oh you see your mama mo $20 million. Because in their mind obia entumi sacrifice ma wo man no. Look, I've never said this in public. Okay? 2020 demonstrate a friend said campaign me di your mama chiko be bia. Many Baba Sadiq. We didn't ask for one cedi. We fuel our own vehicles. We paid for our own hotels. We did everything because that was our contribution to the campaign. Adentina, ye per se, ye support to no obedi anima, ye sako dani burden, emano, especially while he's in opposition. Kwasi obi sabi sebu beka say, oh, we mo yes ya mo musika, yes your mama mo musika. Arise Ghana, just say adwene ni Ghana, ye adwene ni yetrim. De akoso ye hu ye. It is so be tam sika maye. Odwinwa wonti ase.
Wonti ase o.
Sabi.
At the cry and correct, these guys want to do with Ghana. I don't know.
You know, so the whole situation is so nobody is prepared to sacrifice for this country. We don't think of the future of our children.
Say my former team omu galam say ewa bem. And my former team omu kutia galam say. And I'm one media mena omu ne kwa kase ye kwa galam say. How can you do this?
Kwabena, me see madam for be me money. Or NDC new. Na or MPP for na for. Akufa do ba power am tese am so operation Vanguard say. And na for the between the koshemu. Kwabena, within 3 months, no at all Land Cruiser brand new. $120,000.
How?
And I'm from the master. How come? How did you get this money? I say Uncle Rest with the Sa Groovy na Woody.
Oko MPP.
And I say
omu na etu.
And I say Agrobi na midna. And now I me say, sir, military people ni police for na yeso omu ko operation Vanguard no. Omu mu ko duru ho a. Omu be bo show super na gold in the way to no magi. Omu ji wi a, no omu ni why deal. No omu protect na wo too, but in the eyes of people, omu adwuma. Omu ya no bosses akoche. That is what has gone on. And Nuntina, Sabi, your friend said Galamsey, no end to me, Chada, since so long as Akufo-Addo is the president of Ghana, they are all benefiting.
What do your mind know? What destroy your mind? And my mention for this could be preco demonstration. Your own friends, omo ye age mates, ba your own friends. Oma Paba, they are so disappointed.
That's right. The problem is that we haven't. The policies that the government has been implementing are policies that do not find favor with the general people. And during the period of Rawlings' civil war, from where you come from, people, and that the man has been implemented. That's right.
Wawa young for no more Bobra. Now they can't say anything good about you. At the peak of your life. What this 78, 80 years?
What be president?
They
are not proud of you.
They are not proud of you. And Kasamre Wena, or now for four, or more, and no Shasiano, and common echo your struggles. Said you poor money ye, said you, and can you my wayano? Normally, a kaka say yes. Tamani Diagrono, he said this and he has done it. But now they have become so disappointed.
And they regret
ever supporting your political career.
Kofi Kumsin.
Yes.
Obeka on the my one in 10.
Nanka mini Akufo-Addo, I would just resign at if seminya hunu general no mensa me hunu ayenya hotama klonum speaking about my leadership style. I will resign and walk away. because Sankrofo we yemfa no say mumu bebrenu a na reku bro be ka ho na reku bro be can't say anything good about you.
Adana e coffee sitting no so ti asemo kan.
Yeah.
Was you uncle always I say Kufuor was 60 years naka the 1 year young Kwabena Ghana constitution.
I'm telling you.
It's true.
Kwabena constitution no because he
Kwabena constitution what also resign.
Chese onafofo a onu omo esi so na mu believe in building a country, a better place. Amaye no. Womu nyina se mu efiri omo anu ba say about you biano enye ade papa. Why don't you resign and walk away? Obia nim woni nyahota makro. How you guys were. The principles you believe in.
it was fake.
Then all of a sudden these guys are not proud of you. They can't say anything good about you. Your behavior, your policies, your thievery nature, greed,
and buga the patapa.
tyranny.
Or your lawyer, so your lawless. He's the most lawless president we have ever had in this country.
Me kura na me se me busa o. Creative arts enti e dey na mama jankuma etna ho a oni letter appointment letter from the president, so you CEO for Creative Arts Agency. Now so what one any logo and that website. Why?
It's the nature of the papa. If papa na president, too many na kura nsem. Tini papa na. Of course yenim.
And I'm money amoyedi.
The papa no. Look, let me tell you, the man is lawless. He doesn't care.
I am one say Ghana for be Ghana for stroke Kufuor do say no. Me am one.
Me so ya na me nwanwan.
Baby
You see, mami ka some chow.
hijack
There be intimate wire there. Say Creative Arts for nyina no. Mu ko dakro mu bo wura dan no mu ko yi ne ba no to twene na dia na aba. Na soja fo atwituo. Na nka mu ne om de asi ani. Omu kumba ku mienu na eja tom.
Yan crofo ni bi.
Na say okra kumante wa bodam.
Yan crofo ni bi are there. One will say sebi Creative Arts na enye oman. Ye nyina e Ghana for. Ye mu binom e kan pipi no ho. Like the Sokre Safos and the Okreku Mantes and whatever it is. No, so 18 na the most important thing they say. Sebi. Oma dada ye bibia ni wo come omo manifesto mo ma ye. 18 no ye twen.
No. The point is, mo amon ka ho no. Mo se aluta na se a Ghana for youth no beba. Hwe obi pe bibia me na trigger keke wa Kufuor ne ma no so. Se mo sori cho boy bowura ne office wa. Me say police, military diagra emebunu be si kroma ma de be koso no eyese mu ye bibi
obi omoma
Kwabena ade ba ko so ti ase ne set you
hwe obe regret it.
Kwabena ade se wo ti ase ne se the way Akufuor do na busuafo hijack sa o man we no ho se wo ntokwa no wan choose wo battles well a enkrofo na wo si wo die no makokwa mom no ombe yi wama
se sikanti
of course
Bobie hwade
of course
ye boaboa ye ho anu wo eye ayiwie ye obrasport
enka beba wo so wo ye
ana ye se ajaba asi ba bia pa bi ma ye nyina o ma amaye enti ya boaboa ye ho kakra wie no me nkona m konko pe basisi bi na ye ntuaka ye rent no ma me fam ko because bas tem na bia mo ye himfo ye mo kwa mi da bi ya fam
ya stop wo mo
ye ko OA manager ti wo sika wo ho da bi basis no da bi ahwa me ko be me de be gu adwuma no I don't get a full week for sa that is ukuta wo sika
no
me konko slow
me ba OA me ni sika da
anya OA the manager no te ho no ote ha na friend na kwasi
ni sika ka ho bi
ni sika da ho
ana
ya ko so be kra na bim se ni sika da ho ye ko se be ko se be pe bas arrent afa me call if your brasport e the oma call finance ministry I'm so you for am change them all man we the document dia kire me ni sika kakra da ho ka chere say on to me farm my enko on to me farm rent here and I'm say adai
or the rent mu a
ejuma dey be go no you be you do so you be lose the job
master there's something you don't know look Akufuor is the most
yeah the one I'm say it you do that level so kuta sika to ade kura sa ade no wo to etie Akufuor do ade en to ma onka Akufuor de ho ade kura en to ma hey
Now we take Ghana say the Ben yakwa election.
That is the level I rule.
The Ben na take Ghana yakwa election manipa 8 ewu.
You rent a bus. You could yesika. You the confidence ministry ntino. You fa my. You fa rent here.
Are you sure?
Oh, and my boy is OA. My boy manager is here for an akwesi. Accra ha tem now. Ono you in charge.
Now who ni mana? Day na near ye a friend say occupy a friend say BOG no. Sa day no. Bus sana o ma range and for o ma range on bus afi do bus no bia so nko.
Really?
I don't think they chair no na fi
time last na wo ni na obi aso nko. It na was say ye kokko pe kaneshi die bi old buses bi. Na say bo ana kokko pe no bi ba. Somebody said, "Yeah, no buses, no open crowd. Time to ball as
that is how far we have come as a country. It's not
who is a Ghana for
more can many drink.
Who is a Ghana for me? Come to say, Ubo to work of good fathers will be a man. I'm telling you. And this is for Robo Ma. Ubo to work of good fathers. And this is for Omo Ma. Ofre chairman or Ma. The power friend be a Ma. Other a good father. How do you go? That is what is going on here. Fear and panic. Now, me name's a Ghana for you who force her. But that is the level we have gotten to. It's Bobie. Sunday, Uncle Resik, if you didn't choose your battles carefully with a Kufuado. Choba, hey, Choba, you don't be a Choba, yeah, I want to say. O my name ura na di ura ne Kufuado ne busia for
GBC for aye press conference kese na ye no ye nkomo aye be hye da di say director general no onko but ye no ye separate nkomo aye be di pa star 413 hash star 413 hash star 413 hash CMGC ka chede Ucha 5 series utimi di 500 ana 1000 Ghana series. Ya the first nearly 1000 one mama me busa me send na commander na because they say no ma biem. O ma biem. A day kran bia nipa be 6 7 8 9. Boom. We are lucky o number no 2000 so a. Okwa udibi ko boba wasaba. The week of Boba was about me pamachao. Mama ne tell. Me pacho enra jo eye fund management for no da ho. Me ba se me kira Ghana for adia Ekufuado Kenoforiata. Omode eye enkokrafo ene emrewafo abatan ekwayom do monam so enra najo right anajo no ma deda no video no yeah yep.
The mother with the baby. These are customers of Gold Coast Fund Management. It is past 12 a.m. the midnight.
Chaze Akwaba.
Yeah, commander.
One of your convey na edema ekwe. Enti say na moda enra najo.
Commander, Sabe Pepe.
Give us updates. Tell us what
Commander,
is happening.
Enra, one of the most saddest day. Enra, one of the most saddest day of my life. In a sense, na me free cemetery on my nipa ho bambo ehia on my no. Na Enra mi hu se sebin producer. Esa no ma oni prebu ene wo man. Enra ye demonstration yenya abrewa or retire 22 years ni. Or call retirement 22 years ni.
So 82 wow.
Yes. When you need check Kufuado. Abrewa or call retirement 22 years ni. Na all bano. Na na branch bi na e kan get. Oh, media for the interview me pama. Media for the interview no saa time many abre into our other medias non portals so ye nuanom joy for near there no mu place Abrams wakache Kufuado say this is my own money. I didn't get the opportunity to become a politician. I was a civil servant. It was my pension money and my lifetime savings. I can't buy my drugs. Please give the money to me. And some Abrwane can. Now, Enra, the first 24 hours, no, we were strategic. Engineer call monka kran. Enra na who say Omaimu, Penubienim. You need political leaders, both opposition, incumbent government.
They don't care.
We don't have political leaders in this country.
They don't care.
You need a hand for Kroimu. Efiti yet tamali eba be sinkan ha ohiri bia ni ha ye ni minister wa ha penmu bia ni kuro yi mu because omo share emra media for yi ni na finance minister ye call ye omo point we eturi ka hwem no commission mu di mi mo ade be ye akola na hwem no ko ene anopa me address media they say me who say ankasem be fia kapenmu na eka but for 24 hours penmu bia ni henti na mrewafo no kokrafo da abonten se penifo ni fie so na se kan kwala nko nkwala sabi omujimi eni tie bejimi wo finance ministry ha eni eto ye bo ase twenye eno mu ina aba adwuma no mba be wuram me address media ni wie ne block kwan ne se ne ye ne omu ina abeda ho obien ho obepie no obien ho zo a obewuram and you block it kwan no na me pese be commend Ghana Police Service and they didn't cross their boundaries omo hu say baby adru no don furu afro pete it you block it kwan we no na fei the next action is you blocking entrance ni we no
yeah
obi about me gure obi apio ntimi mpi and you say you betu gate not from and I'm saying addressing media as you to gate to from we are the next action is you be block kwan no and you confirm ma and no gate ni pang e honom na na efe sabi
nyansa
adwene ya beto di patrim sa na me nim say sani power finance ministry ho you call 24 hours me hu ni pa bia ho but a bass video you better put out from because penmu bia ni fentin kwala ye ntimi and a fire a man ya na bang na mo ba bang e video say oh ni pa ba ho na fe ni ba twefo ni ye course ama be jira video ba twefo ye course na ye ma police volunteers say we are ready they should bring reinforcement with guns. We are ready to go through any situation because there was care. But the police did a very good job. And John by Fedia, I'm sure the enemy yang. Emroafoya tretra from war. I'm sure Mobi come Viaba. Fedia kukru. Within few minutes now, less than 15 minutes, they started say, you take action no. Now, Minister of State at the Finance Ministry, Amin Mohammed, Ababi Jinaho.
Engineer Osho.
me who kwanya mo fa so se gate bi dey chire mo
for we ni o mo agimia ma chese
waba every police for no na me who say police for no omo te de ye na say nti no I gave them the respect
wo mo kura sika wo
me who so omo te de ye na say nti omo frɛ na ye call ye na me I mean so osreye efe di nipa be fi efe di adwene na koda be bi eda enti efe na omo te yesu ye tupu na to fom no ya block kwan no efe di omo te
media for broadcast free
anadwumuni na no awia no pane anadwuni na omo
you are very foolish people sitting in that offices
but meda customers I know buy so say you osreye omo you ready so be engage na find lasting solution no be say date in here dey call of arrest she say out of financial cleanup exercise na mugu adwuma no ye find no ton chen adwuma ni go dey obi anim say is out of vindictiveness na odigu adwuma no and na criminalization commission or regulator or budget is say obi here 8 billion no dey to the entire customers of fund management 47 fund management companies our Gold Coast is standing 90% of the total customers of these 47 fund management companies o trace can we no and na kanofriata what is budget na what dey onwanam 600 million to so
wow
and now what dey 8.6 ko share budget him it ya parliament approve amawa what dey fa onwanam 600 million
Ghana cedis
oh na 62 billion cry yedi yeah when you ga 62 billion cry yedi
gafara
gafara asa what TV da
I mean me remfi
yedi yeso sa so hooligans because we be some questions na 600 million what is say we dey ya approve we raise kana fa wunanam 600 million no fa kofie kore na sabi emrewafo ne kokorafo a sika no omanko hwia omanko pension omo sika die je omo kwan businessmen and businesswomen omudwetire obi wa importing yema time so beko obi fa go to 3 months because can the function pass investment we 3 months na kakra beka how ana mugu adwuma no amafo sika o ma obi sika $1 million up to $10 million in Papa Kusika.
Hey,
wow!
I'm telling you. And the hey, you say, "Sakwa we have $10 million for no." Or your MPP finance, you know, finance or no, or sponsor of the mobile power.
And you say one man contracts that.
Oh, my fashion farmer,
they won't give him.
Oh, massa.
But you see,
fashion farmer.
But some man contracts as him.
They have a contract. Oh, we are no a boss share and a gabi ojita come sign. Etuno.
So you get the point. They won't give him because they are only in for one reason. Okay, so maybe catch Ghana for say Japan for it is only one family that has dominated Japan. And the family did so because I was say omu control till the end of the world. And untino Akufo-Addo ne main your friend is saying manual or the boom my way no. And only side Japade no. Now the details are hidden. On pese akwano obe friend who say financier biem no obe shinisika. Eti enye say ye ka MPP a enye MPP fo nyina na edi dewo aban we mu. Majority of MPP fo no mo sika kra na se bi Akufo-Addo no
kwaku kwati sika obi
o ma sio mu nyina sika.
Office of MP
they will have to cripple you.
Deputy Minister for local gas.
This are no sika wom.
Collins.
Intim
Collins
intim.
You see?
Me wo mo listen MP for mo akasa de mo list abrami o.
Omo MP for.
Ena mo kwa wo mo ma no.
No say ani wo wom. Oh. Ena akwai to say oni wo nua tie. Say me ne Kwabena na mu. Na Manusi sumina so. Kwabena ye me frakadam.
What do you mean can bedroom?
Medemaka.
Obeka can bedroom.
Eno ne dia sebi edu baby
no but bibi also is so kan bedwam
baby unim Kwabena baby a e wo say nko kan bedwam no wanka ena wakwa tai obonefo nachi te say menu nam na maye obone na wata machi agi tumi ama me na afei me say ye obone nipa na ate say Kwabena Japan de no e say wan de beka bi ama no
obi anka bi man
because who Kwabena Japan who na who policy Akufo-Addo who the first person to have introduced Akufo-Addo to the political scene on this in this Fourth Republic. In fact, after the PFMJ and all those nonsense now, of course, no, say champion, you know, mu na muko kada together to bring him as a noble man to lead this country. And already cafe no affair wo. As a general secretary, you ready? When it was against the constitution, the dictates of the constitution. And then, who was a big Nagana phone in you say, Nipa na wo yi medie no, are you credible enough to be your leader? And a yatu abamano. One reading po. Any yabua na so a president. Any yabua and so a president. And a who call no promise a de ma wo no. Yan fulfill it. Eti na me na epokumi mi ko jira camera nim na me ka bi Kwabena Japan say ka kasa ma adwene nyadwuma.
But apart from that,
it is ankofo no.
Yeah.
If the corona na yi
omo. But apart from that no, me believe say Akufo-Addo ne family no ne nam bonyunu bi yaw they envy what you have.
That's it.
Say our 10 cities.
Yes.
Ukura 1 city a also it is all in Ahab. You see Ahab eyiri num nyina chi no na ne commander de baako pe ya owo osaipe.
Yes.
And such people no we say and esunsu money and the say they osi bia no eye omoya say they osi bia no because apart from that as you are saying $10 million enipa no boa campaign look at Robert say amoaben hwekwa omo de amoaben fa so
Kwabena how dey say
anyway
obi just to also
yeah
add, obi unika pre obo obesia me ankasa madam fu JB dan kwadu one example. JB gave them money. Of course, okojini sika free one no okofia okowuye no. JB dan kwa. Akwabi oka islegon for ne ho. This is someone na ye kodidi wo baabi. Emebe ohumi ani wo twabo me kama. Me so me bra paninti mankasa. When I'm in baby one day na kwa frame ya.
Ya fellow.
You still well. What dem say mo di adro munim fom akwai dey say munim no munim say me komo musika mom dey year campaign na abane ban na me say me kopa adwuma na nka om dey aye na nka ja ba say nya sika na nka daachi bi me ko ya kwasia bi ti ba bi kwasia ben ya gabi no gabi
onu dey bibia na you
kwasia bi ti ba bi say usika wonya aye no odi ma aye no ye de be ma na check om de ma no according to him no or say a Bank of Ghana check such a person enti no ubusa ho say sankofo we mu no omo ye hwan no eti wo Ghana ni na wo tie bonten bia wo say wo ye party ba no wan bibi ni kro mu wo de hwe nipa a omo like Kwabena me ba na mo ka ni age mates ni nyoma sankofo we mu ane no omo ye party no. In fact, yeti party go no kan ye ho. It is to the point say onwene mo ho. Wo ka abrewa. Wonu abrewa na abrewa no tete no obo odam. Etu wonu obu abrewa ben.
Yanko grounds. Sesiano Amin and what is Amin and
Mohammed.
Oba no say
Mpelifo say omni emeshia na yehwe na omo find lasting solution.
Sorry na make I have one King David.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes, yeah.
Onhwe na omo siesie. Omni ku ni mpelifo ma meshia. Enti osre ya redraw ya mero afro street. So there be say meshia ye wo 48 hours if you spend 25 hours. it was still 23 hours. More engagement we are whilst we are on the grounds no demonstrating no. You meeting within the 23 hours left. So outcome of the meeting no are you fruitful to the interest of the customers we will withdraw them from the street. Course. If not yeah, twaso. Na impedifo say ya can be more na we nti be dum pepe so bu obi anka bi ma.
Yeah.
Nti impedifo ameni omonam no a kire me say I will say yeti ase. Because this is the first time since 5 years our problem by finance ministry ready so be engage what time is it the bottom no why ready so
this is the first time.
This is the first time. They don't even have the courtesy to respond to our letters. It is sanka yes ye two prona to form their gate, the main gate no. Ye two to form their. So call is ya be say and why ye kanya ba ho. Ya just ye two to form their. And ye nanka nya dia on be your madwene say ombeti. Kwabena as a honhom bi be shame mu. Na ebufuo bi yirim esu ni awerefo bi ahyemas Krofrel tentimada bonten. Amrwafo ya da bonten. Ade si yakeka ye hokra na ye wi omeka se obutra ho mbre ye na obuko ye no. And it meeting here at 12 o'clock. Area of finance ministry. Ya catch the media say they should come around right after the meeting. We will brief them. You remember media briefing.
Until the demonstration is still going on, and as more with
police, the finance ministry, ego agreement say we are suspending the remaining 23 hours of the protest pending the outcome of the meeting. Police want to agree. Say you call that's a meeting now, Maswa. You try 23 hours now. Can so near my police letter say you extend na indefinite. Say you call that's a meeting in Basso. That's a small becano. And yet Ansah sama. Yeah, 23 hours. No, so near my police no letter say indefinite. Yes, send back open your day call. Market accounts, bank accounts are commercial banks. More advances can have the click of bottom credit here. Asa. Adia back up.
Meanwhile, Sikano, what do you call parliament?
Debio, Oma approved. See,
and Americano. What call up boy a money? I'm ya approve.
Also was spending our brand farmer.
Now, Argentina, Sabio, a friend say, I send the printer or printing. No. One print on the account.
One more printing you watch. Debio, what's your man? What's the print this to watch?
Can you imagine?
This a mad way a madness. Namyong, I have Ghana for me ya. Opposition parties need me ya. Now way NDC kebia. Men can't me can't be solve it. Your elections are. Your elections are me to abama. Me to abama. Your elections are me can't remember someone to abama. Because the man here also be party at the back. Come on to me. Bibia be ye. Naka penubia asori ejina. Abane de wo ye na nye hwesem rafo da bonten so anka nura na dwokra anka opposition leader bi sori nka bibi keke de hu se pan bi wo krom a odwere differently ye hu bi ye pe basis asesa ye nkofo afrikuma ase hwese nipa be 200 akwa aye ready wo kuma so mbeba de omuni kesika ye nya basis amomo mama emu 10 pen na me misika betumi dia mom some fafuka 10 pen and I'm to be financing from Kumasi 10 pen I'm to be financing from Techiman 10 pen I'm to be financing from Takwa 10 pen and I'm to be financing from Takrade but ya de baako fo nsa dey enso nyame ni kata ye nya pen mu bia wa ha ampati at the back aya no mu refi DKM scale wo na yesen. Why you misika na yesen just 53 million.
Why you
also
51
million Ghana cedis. Yeah, will be an isika. $10 million US. Nipa ba ko pe.
That is more than 8 billion.
8 billion. And opposition party behind what or who say where your campaign message. 8 billion Ghana cedis. Can of rat aje. We di 52 billion na we are the na handkerchief apipa na no.
Enti yamfa ne say ye maamenom no ene ye papa no ekọ
Omo trasia train.
Omo trasia train. Pending the outcome of the meeting of Ochina. Now the Americans here, the media na se papa. Media na ye juma sonko, media ni na ewo kruma. Oma ye juma sonko. Na takrade for frɛ, na techima for frɛ, na sunyane for frɛ, kumase for frɛ, enkra ha for de. Ye kase Yakobon nhyira mo. Na nyamo na mo kan yasema ya agiyenya kama for ye nya panimu bia. Ekuro ma panimu wa ha ye media for na watwe de panimu wo kruma ye media. Apart from media panimu bi eni ha. Eni tina de ekokoso ye no. Enti se Ochina Yakobon ya adoma. Baabi Bobie de minim say be bread ya sam minim say be sa akwa demonstration no. De minim no. Ya be sa akwa demonstration no.
Charles we de Ankares Sabi mame enso name na me nwa to awo enkomo bi ka baabi na Kwabena say enra say nene na Ansah na afre me
Yeah.
Efa
Kumase
arrangements bi enti nipa no eye ye nua alaji mintimi money din ewo bedwam o me permission nti ekoba asa no na arrangements no or see through to get things done ena okfre me bo mama ne say say one penifo mienu bi nso adi nkomo na say timing no too close ena onamono ane so enkomo bi nso sa akoso efa openina penny no I don't have his permission so nye se watu kwan a
that's okay
enka John Mahama ko beba ho because me busa alaji no na o catch me say yesi mmerewafo bi enti me kura no I needed to call to find out the truth in it.
You asked me.
Okay, say me frewa. Yes.
So honestly
in fact it eluded me. It maybe I will on behalf of
Yemi Ansah Arise Ghana for.
Na me make am Bobie.
Hey, okay. Arise Kumase rep.
Na say so you see. Ade de nyina ne say. Ka utia ye na so because sabi your friend say he for the quota how much your friend say
for
pensioners no. Your quota how much your Minister of Finance.
It's
our job because yeah there ekwa bi e be fa so man no ebeyi ne hia yen enti se wakan me ate yi die
oh yeah dey
ye de betu ye betu arise mpanyifo ni na enti no na ya hwede so betimi aye
Yeah. Now mama
kwenya me anim ni Charles so na no ya kakra say pani ni man mu ye
pani mu man na wa ha
da bi pani ni aban mu ene o kam no ya adwo na o man mu de panifo wa ha ye say be ye nkwala mum de na so ye bibia asem panifo o ti Kwabena Bobie Ansah bo a wo boy adwuma yi enye bia ni wo menti say wo bo
ma menya sabe
studio had a panifo wa ha den ka halem
studio had a account man. Okay, so me pesa me ka adie beye nine ebom mamo. Now this is a statement coming from Boache Jakon. For the current situation in Ghana womb, me we are na mejaya mamo. And me pekenu because of the current situation of a yamro for for demonstrations, then we fuse it. And then Ghana statesman for no almost a year press conference. And this is what Jakon, yeah, they are to your Facebook page. And I want to just run through quickly. Quote, how did we get here? Many are now asking, well, here is how. There are new elements who we mistook for an entertainment at best or as mere irritants at worst emerging in our politics who do not understand and appreciate the quiet approach. Once for all, these new elements accept the stock of commonplace, prejudices, fag ends of ideas, or simply empty words which chance has piled up within their minds, and with a boldness only explicable by their ingenuousness, are prepared to impose themselves everywhere, not by reason, but by force. Indeed, our politics is no longer altogether a quiet and dignified affair of attending to the urgent business of national development. It is now politics of the noisy marketplace and election platforms where noise, mischief, insincerity, and lies have more value than thought, character, and integrity. This is the morass. Perforce, we must redeem ourselves from. Unquote. Boakye Jakon on MPP Kufuor leadership and the current situation in Ghana. Okay, so Alan. Mamemfa Alan deɛ no embra. Alan, and I quote, I strongly condemn yesterday's attack on members of UTV Ghana's United Showbiz program, which is a blatant violation of freedom of the media and free speech, two fundamental principles enshrined in our constitution. This incident was a wanton display of arrogance of power and indiscipline, issues that have hindered our progress as a nation for far too long. Our constitution, particularly Article 162, strongly safeguards the independence of the media and vehemently opposes any interference or harassment based on editorial opinions, views, or content. I commend the swift response of our law enforcement agencies in addressing this incident. It is of utmost importance that we protect and uphold the media's independence and hold those responsible for this attack accountable. I call for the immediate and just prosecution of all individuals involved, as we must resoundingly convey that such actions have no place in our democratic society. Let us always remember that a free and independent media is the cornerstone of a thriving democracy. It is our collective responsibility to uphold and protect these principles, which are essential to our progress as a people. Ghana will rise again. Unquote. Alan K. Chematin. Then we have Frimpong Boateng. All right, so let's check on Frimpong Boateng. Matis obi busa so much dana. Eni bra na abentia. Okay, so yeah, try say the Professor Frimpong Boateng the NB to say, but let me just quote some few portions of Professor Frimpong Boateng, and I quote, I woke up this morning with a barrage of calls and messages from friends, acquaintances, and many MPP faithful. These distress calls have just one purpose: to complain about an attack by some thugs who have now been identified as members of the MPP on a media outlet, UTV to be precise. This attack, I understand, was carried out on a live program which was airing late in the night because these individuals find the content of the program unfavorable to the MPP. After watching various footage of the events and reading the responses from the Ministry of Information and the party, there is only one question that has been lingering in my mind. MPP, how did we get here? When President Kufuor was campaigning to win the first elections for MPP in the 2000 polls, a major message that sank not only among Ghanaians but also the world was how the MPP represented hope to ensure the protection of the rule of law, freedom of the press, and respect for human rights. The message was anchored on the ideology of the party, which resonated with people like me to continue to be part of the party. President Kufuor took various steps to ensure the media was given the safest environment to operate and thrive. I am puzzled that a tradition that has long been associated with believing in the exchange of ideas and respect for the rule of law will have its members attack a media house. Perhaps these attacks have taken cue from how the government and the party have allowed impunity to fester and grow in the MPP. If I recall, no one was allowed to be punished when similar groups went to the seat of government in the Ashanti region to attack the then National Security Coordinator. Again, no one was made to face the law when these brutes attacked a court in Kumasi, making the lady judge who was sitting on that case a run for her life in the full glare of the public. These events have led many to believe leaders have lost the moral control of the party or they benefit from these barbaric acts. So I asked MPP, how did we get here? Unquote. And I don't need to continue again. Now let's go and listen to Dr. Nyahota Maklo. Mashada na mede sample for when people mean some over the weekend. It clearly shows a picture like we have given up on the country. It shows a picture of frustration. It shows a picture like we have a demon leading this country. Things fall apart. And the young Dr. Nyahota on the corruption. Young Dr. Nyahota Maklo. And Sema Okaye. When you NDC, PNC, CPP for
Nyahota Maklo. In the dark days of this dear country of ours, gives us a cause to worry. In fact, in the old age of ours, we don't sleep soundly at night. Ghana has been riddled with perceived corruption of political public office holders, amassing unexplained wealth, tribalism, nepotistic and parochial in their interests, especially under this regime of President Akufo-Addo. How do ministers hoard statues of cash in foreign and local currencies in their homes, acquire properties in prime areas of Accra and other parts of the country, drive the most luxurious cars, and live extravagantly, and expect our youth, who remain largely without meaningful employment, to be satisfied? These are critical warning signs going to destroy the security of the state. We need to pay critical attention to this. Fellow countrymen, the Akufo-Addo I knew had numerous dialogues and demonstrations with is not the Akufo-Addo who is now president. What many Ghanaians may not remember is that Brigadier General Nunu Mensah was the campaign manager of President Akufo-Addo in the MPP's presidential primaries in 1998. And I was also a member of that team too. So, we know what we are talking about. As a young medical doctor in the Ghana Armed Forces, Nyahota Maklo in the dark days of this dear country of ours gives us a cause to worry. As a young medical doctor.
All right, so that's it live on Accra 100.5 Citizen Show. Tabia Herbal Center. Woman de Tabia Herbal Mr. Abba. When umato onam yo ya untumi ni di intri di yade Mr. Omunumbi. Woman de Tabia Herbal Capsules Abba usisi mu ya pa. Ana when ya constipation ya mwatima Mr. Yeni bi ena ese onum. Tabia seben kanche so ba penfo fansanka unya ni mfishe ngotwa fansanka. Wow, akwada teche fansanka. Omamu pharmacy any herbal shops wo okanshi drug lane. Mubenya bi efro from 0243 686861. Me pacho muntu tumikai. A star 413 hash star 413. And then me bomb 1,000 Ghana cedis. Straight. I'll be back.
Hey. When we send your police in your draw, Imbusaba Mesa Amama Huaden.
Refuse to grow. Any offense will be count.
And what day immune system or Yankopon, and your ready pediatric somewhere who by no. And Nasa wonum Imbusaba Mesa, a peja immune system nabri bia. Ya rientimu. Sasa dear, a man for the one, the Imbusaba Mesa, do the one dance yes, and Yarwa who run Nipa and Yina etimi banaso. Any Narwa Cassian Kaya Wutini D and a home car. Now Yamwa suing in no, a boy who buying every home. And now woman pa, one Yarwana Dada, no monum doctor in Rono, and num Imbusaba Mesanoa, and Momo who are deep in tea. Ya woman timpose, Yaria Esomo. Imbusaba Mesa, a walk Kansi, and you may move Bia your toe in row. At to 0246 208496. FDA, Ashisha said, Jedi and Cratry, what Jatu say, ye.
Usika semen koyana, quick credit sia say, sika pe en na fom. Intina yaba say a betrecha o yam bosia bon shaya ho. Wutumi babusia edifia suya ye fee 1,500 Ghana cedis. Edeko, na nia uhiane wa national ID card. Unhia sa ubetu susu. Unhia awowa, yenjisa kebia antoho. Unsansu unhia se, uni yembe buye futuo bia. Quick credit homao. Say ye drana upese wudi. Ana wapese wo she ejuma for frase. Ana say ye school fees. Ana po ye. Osumi ejuma ye phone so ye wo bi mamo. Nemum kai say ye mobosia ewo internet so. Afen so on mantika krobia batan. Bank of Ghana and sa wo dwumedie yimu. Enti tutumri kana freyeng wo 0302 200390. Ana 0596 920 833. Quick credits. London made simple. Kai said Jumedie yin shishaye kakra wo ho.
Hey, say the Mako who ever Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic no. Me who credit me. Say enunti no manya award wa. Eya word best. Obia transe Emma Dumpem ya de. Ka say anase me boya de enkan to dem bio.
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Esa nyarwan te say ne ekuro etu no. Ne enkan ewana num. Oba na be mo pa wo. Ene enyarwan kaye.
Nansi ma me ka say ene spinal cord ho ekaye no. Greenfield ada romenti ene wasa so de gina na so epiem.
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Our ultramodern laboratory and a diagnostic machine sir. Ashisheni pediani mu ankasa. Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Ewa Nungwa Dogon Estate Junction. Last stop. Frewa 0243 983 906 and 0261 651 898.
Greenfield.
God is our healer.
Greenfield.
Your last stop.
I believe.
Yes, the incoming president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Also, Chobi Biara, or say the Mankratu. Magana Yan, Shagana Yibiara, Osia Pensis, Ronisi Chain, Free SHSia, Wagya Bassa. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, sir, Bashabakin, as a private school sitting in Arbaka, free SHS, Minianama magazine Kokompe. The spare parts of buyers and Ama won to Monto. Importers once to your day. Kranzamanaba Porter, won to me, you want Zama. Debiara petroleum products, what to minty. I'm a transport first, no boy, cost, and the abandon paying for a catcher and a day. Party here, Sika. It's a Kukudama, Waban, one Ankasana warrior Galam Sin. In the health insurance in Yajma, electricity, water, Surround no Conti and Tunt. You know, bring here them and you never push His Excellency Dramani Mahama. I'm a change. I hear 2020. 24 bem amahe NDC amaya corners a fundraising platform to what usubotun eyi kakra ezab was a good governance card ahro abobaze standard silver prestige platinum loyalty gold onye bronze card ahro nyina ma 100 na woso age amabusum biara afado a contributors ab His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ne campaign ebenwa semabisa friend 0277 321528 and 050-455-9098 and 0534-000261 and 0534-004275 and able to visit your website www.ndcspecial.com. Next to my donations I'm a match me card the down. Now so che say e change or say enyiche can call when you see onye ye was bragana nyibia NDC yes
CMGC Kachadio.
Yeah!
Near here, say, Ubebo star 413 hash. I will MTN peso. I'm going to move on. No one's that come what's a dear. I CMGC Kachadio promotion. Yeah, I feel yes, you better do. Some person when you CMGC Kachadio beer and you're quite well now, Befaso. Step 1, but star 413 hash. I will MTN so. Step 2, choose a cry FM. Now, what dear, the prompt in it. And so I will show us coming in now. Ever kone ye yamau. Sikacha dia promotion. Eye cash in and win big promotion. When you are dear, what's our year? Win your share of 24,000 bonanza. Shannon Swo, do be our taxi. And you cost star 413 hash and never more when you say, Kunim, our CNG Sikacha dia promotion or so. A ye cash bag from Class Media Group. Kai Huna say, Sa Jumedia way. And she shared the home. The National Lottery Authority, our Caritas Lottery Platform. And a boy chidom. Unyam Fisher don't watch airqua. One Kajumedia home. CNG Kachadio.
Yeah!
Hey, 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 Kwabena. Hey, Koda. Emano Siden kwa.
Tabia takum, wedi emema yeduonu no. Eme yenya ahoden, ene ahoden ye. Aye mema dro, enu ti na banme bia hie bi no. Etufo ene atofo, ene obi opedidu etu aton bia. Enko chemical shops, pharmaceuticals, ene herbal shops bia. Ewo Ghana hanu be bia. Anase frey, ewo 0243 686861 and 0245 749206. Sankatwe FDA Fuajatu. Kaise tabia takum ye. Bemme bia ye takum.
Not recommended for lactating mothers, pregnant women, and children under 15.
Wabatele Accra FM, yeah, mommy.
Mama Yebusan, Yahweh Yasen, not in one apart, and you're bringing up. Sebu Bapaya, Yakai Gana, Sufre Unyankupon, Fakana Shemisa, Enuna Uyo Bamba, Enuna Uyo Odoma,
Accra FM.
Enu
Alright, so that's it live on Accra 100.5 Citizen Show. Nepoku, my mention say fruits na membo embrani say. What's the current situation at Ghana wom? Boacheja kuma ye the political weather. Sisi a omani jinem. Patapa etrasem. There is no leadership, tyranny, dictatorship, evil, thievery has taken center stage. And you bet Alan. And Alan talking about UTV incident, no. Eya dia wa experience bi. Ewa Kufuor ne nkrofo nsem. You be far from Pom Boating on the new same. Obema a year incident SCC to the extent that this Akufo-Addo guy who can talk about a year your friend say judiciary harassment a court another judiciary intimidation no. Under ne presidency, and no small boys ma omuko bu court for ma court oba edwane ye sa oba na ote judge question case case no so no owie ya no na Dr. Nyaho tamakura be neli no akyere bebia Ghana edru and o se omo nkokura for no omo eda omo yam hye omo se omo nimu die ochena omunchi echino Ghana ebeye. These are MPP stalwarts disappointed and giving us a clear view picture of our current situation as a country. Pacho yanko
kara edi kan ma menche tie for biem fani die momo na me enchia menuanoma bedwafo corrects one of my backbones and Charles and so dear mem papa de Charles to em papa
yemi akuma
and me mo abaso so na adwuma so amoye ara I think saying and saying oh bomodin I was here boy abaso because we do traffic in more and mami hu how people are listening
sure
and me call me mami eyase ye mami test there is akufo
emrenti ni menti
me ama I papa kra enim say we do on or is agwani okon say who dey wedi kan and I'm saying na emre na yi kakrenti say oh okay ti kwabra e hoso boko papa chiao
ejene so
ja e ko paper na niwa monisuo kakra ti ordinance nso e ma Accra FM 43 wo ne wapamfo
ejene so bebre
kwabra de di kan ya wo se ehu ne se yatifie eni kwan se yehwe nipa no a oye saade no ne bobia na se ne nipa oye na yeka se enu nti ye nka ho asem esan se bibi bia ewo efie bia no se affect you negatively or be affect you positively enu nti partisan politics ya dia me gidi say ne fapem pa ne say ebemma ti say multi party democracy na ebemma nipa ehu say sabio ye alternatives enu nti no ma menyere me ho na menye the choicest of the many ombe gina so ombe gina me modern boss dia to aba and the pivot around which multi-party democracy no revolve no how competition ebema obia yire ne ho aye de ese efata enu nti no during elections no Kwabena obia de ne nsam egu apaso e de kɔ de wubo na wokɔ enye nsam a wokɔ kan nko a ne yehwe yehwe wama yokuo no ne su ne ban na husu ene ne tirimu pɔ ya opese oda na di e kire Ganafo ya enu ya di Ganafo ta hwe papa enu nti wahwe a Kwara, even though I now support John Mahama more than 100%, I still sometimes believe say political party MPP no eyamayoku a ne ideology na yede tie no yen a ye te party no yede tie no enu nti no obi kasa me NDC ni kura na I beg to differ just because I think we were not wrong when we said we were capitalists. Now obi so say ope socialism enu nti no ochusu se obe left ena ya hwe omampani kofo in this fourth republic obebu man ya PLS kofo decided say no, we can't be too extreme to the right, neither can we stay in the middle. So any way kakra so he brought in that liberalism Emma or the sir, even though we are conservatives, he brought in some social policies. A boy empty over here. You can't be very strict to say President Kufuor Memono depicted much of capitalism, even though it was, it was hinged on that property owning democracy in its positive way. Yes. It's a very positive thing, except that ode adepama kromfo a owia kotone dem ebi na Akufo do awia ohene twene na kasa obebo enti Kwabena ya toaso a se wo amayokuom te se MPP na won se obi aba beje amayokuo no say party no or your candidate, yes, you are to Obama no, wabe flag bearer. But Nibi Bia was in contradiction with the tenets and dictates of party no, ne ideology in the constitution. Nibi Bia, even though he is supposed to be a lawyer, he was very lawless. Everything Akufo did, and he is from yes. I'm even taking the picture from the history of Akufo flag law. He is just a one man somebody. Oh, namwa sebi preduasa. I say Bob ko nyom no. Efrumu didi mi a enkwasi aden kwa and oye. Now, Kwabena woman no at some point Akufo at the tact be a kawa omo to suppression. Emma afe uko bonnet chamso krana na ehu bi abeto so because unya ke bibia or say party no. And I mean perifo bi ko sham rebi. Na me catch omo say se omuka mo say party na mo nyina mo mfa kokodo ka say yes so say say party na ye ntena ho emo no Akufo na onu mom say party nka say ye na say party no na yen party no ye park ye nte because omu any first people are omu boy ye from in 1979 mo nyintum na mo kanche Ghana for say so onu say party no oni ba bi free buy na me de ma de no na obi oya hwesuni ana tenant ana hoho a obi abehan me dan na me obi be ka kire me say ono a wabehan me dan no se me say me dan sane ye no enti Akufo de sade ne mampanifo ni bebre e ka oma no tumu na eduru ba bia amanfo timika ti se o mampani Akufo sei ɛna wɔn kasa ɛna wɔn mpanin kofo na saa brɛ no yɛn mu bi mímí kura maka bi da but akyire mi tena se dwen huhu sɛ papa yi mmerɛ bi 2007 wɔbɛka asɛm bi kyerɛ wanka nkyerɛ party fo nko ahụ ɔka no sɛ daakye bi kura no so ɔbɛyɛ mampanin a the center cannot hold ne nyinaa wɔka no wom ɔka how a ɔyɛ vindictive ɔka na bɛbuom ebi wɔ hɔ a wɔsekyere ne kan did we listen no na mmom baabi a na me nso me ne papa nya adwea ne sɛ wose ɛma akɔla nkɔ afikyire ɛna wakɔ ɛna aboatea aka no yɛnyɛ naduro ɛyɛ naduro enti ɛhɔ no ɛna mehu sɛ ahokeka kakra bi ɛyɛ dɛn ɛɛba ɛne ɔno deɛ ɔyɛ ne deɛ wɔ efie nanso so ne ɛni kwan sɛ ɛsi hɔ a mpanimfoɔ a wɔabobɔ mu din nyinaa bebree obi te sɛ alankyerɛmaten because na mesom no as an aid oyo obi a kwabena sabi I can never say anywhere say he doesn't have the expertise or the mampeni. He has a very I mean I don't know what adjective best qualifies it. Very impeccable obetimi aye na yesi kyerɛ me woyonko na menkyerɛ usuban na oyonko bɔne ɛsɛ obrapa eti saa brɛ no na yesu yɛkasa yɛkyerɛ nyinaa no na ɛkyerɛ sɛ eni kwan sɛ mpanifoɔ wei no mmɔ mo ho kwan ma obi te sɛ akufoɔ do wei a sebi wɔnwene ɔman ho na ɔmpɛ ɔmanfoɔ yie ɛbɛ daadaa wɔn saa brɛ no yɛka obi kan na yɛbu nnua gu yaso nti mpanifoɔ na ntie yɛn ɛna yɛde konkɔn hɔ na nipa a mebɔ ɔma ba so Raku Bobie Dr. Nani your friend is saying Ata Kennedy any Miami Godfather who say me Godfather's name you know Dr. Nani na nyao tamaklu Dr. Nani de on etete me na nyao tamaklu de ono no wafa me se ne ba ono so no otete me sa nipa nan we kwamna edu baby a na me bo ma ba so a who say mra bi na me ka say the three wise men because I didn't want to add Dr. Nani because of ono de why me thank God me som no. Now you see what do doctors do often? Doctors can only diagnose you give you medication after they have diagnosed you. Now they realize that no ekufodo adwene na nya adwuma enyoma oye nyina ya dam eboman etete oman pansam just say he does not reason. Adie so democracy tiri ano no one man show a say democracy ebe ma fe no wadwen ya say wa ne wa etise bi nana yan kamansem ubo so wona mana ne ntuma tia kokobi enkola nka ori be kwa kodu dwabo ase afi obi ase nana ho bon eno na afi nana ho bon a ene yate kokote kan obi a aso ne hwene now ede na ekoso kwadna politics of intimidation o sha sie be ye mampani frankatufo ma MPP in 2007 kwadna obekaye a enu ni ade a Alan gina so eka say na mbe ne dia me resign so Alan epusu ne ho kakra. Now do you know the communication that came? Hey Alan person say party no meboa enu ne ma Alan chematin afei monyo ne ma me nkɔ hye mprebuom na ɔkɔ hye ne prebuom saa time no enka if we urged him on enka bia enka obe ya nneoma enka be tenetene nneoma ma kenne baabi ayewoi enka enko afei obe say party obe say Alan person say party no Alan person say party na ɔka ne ho kɔ hye no oyeye. Now how many people haven't been terrorized by Akufo-Addo ne friend saying yes,
yeah, some of the issues.
Yeah. In some cases, Kwabena,
nkrofo nim ye no.
Enimia omna bo man.
Nkrofo nim ye no a omo try a.
To the extent say, Kwabena,
ba nkrofo omo to a omo fie akobu omo. Epre bi on the quiet
P. Oh. To the extent say Akufo-Addo timi ko hwe Ghana fo anim e ko fa Serbia fo awudifo ene atutrafo ene South Africa fo awudifo ne atutrafo e ba Ghana ha esesa emema ye o makopeja nade o mabeti aketi say muntre ni omo se ne yesi kunipa asema o me to botaye o me ti o manu say assaulting the pillars of state. Assaulting the pillars of state. Na me say ho a mintimi emfa so boni nko ban pipi fo nko a me de fakese ne so be ma Mahama for allowing a terrorist to have his way and get away with murder.
And now me can be 2 days so
because that time
you catch and this for say look
montini tum
adia nipa ne ye no obaba be problem ama the whole country.
Yes. Any ene.
Oka hell onkra wonko omfati no mu. Satana na afoko no issues no jam no. They are fighting. So you leave them strategically. They are strategically. Them say well just okofa na minim consultations grant this for now we just okofa consultant. Ema obekiti we nyansa we unim nyansa we say ade na nipa da sha ase no giving him the opportunity with state power obehadwene omo amfi
Kwabena
obi amfi
etimi efa plan say me Akufo-Addo me se plan ato ho me tu kwan anam de anum eti ada omo ya foko na Akufo-Addo atu kwan ada me Kwabena Japan Akufo-Addo atu kwan ada Same Crab Akufo-Addo atu kwan emma omuko kum Mahama Adams omo ankasa ene ku omo Akufo-Addo ne keno Japan num ene koku Mahama Adams just to give Afoko a bad name because before that time na Mahama Adams oni Afoko num ko etu kwan Afoko kwa fa ne flight onzo ko fa flight afi adane ntokwa adan na Afoko national chairman ba wo regime wa mo amane enu nti wakọ press conference di Afoko atem just to set a stage just so that eno no mo gina so omri koku Mahama Adams ene minia Gregory Afoko oye innocent and the court has proven say he is innocent because omantimi anya bibia nyina so anka say eye Greg odifo now say unim say omo Greg no ma court lawyers are court ko siki bail omo no say omo ma Greg bail hwe minia Greg nyame ebebo ne ho ban obebe fia sunduem na da Greg be si abonten no Akufo-Addo hwe na ncheni bia nka ne to ehwe na wansu se wo babi ekọ prison ne yesi e koma ni bail ne Ghana for sorry tia na judge kro be ma ni bail no oni ye ntene Ghana ha oba ne mu wia mo pa mo kwatra Kazakhstan ye be chase mo wherever in this world you go e dey just mo ko ba bi nyame bo ebo asase fofo ma mo kotenem na mo ka cha nyame se ma yensi ho because boni bia Akufo-Addo aye o ma we mu bia ye be ni bi me kan asisu bia boni bia odi aye o ma we bia ye be ni bi ye fa nche no me nana o se ye fra bibi boni fa che nyankopon pe na de che enye nipa enuti boni bia Akufo-Addo di aye Ghana fo MPP fo hwese nipa bema kentina wa wono ko na dwuma ba oton ne oma wo cycle party no wo pe na party asema bakakra wasuma boys party boys mummo ene nana Kwame wawu no
nana Kwame
omeku no he paralyzed nana Kwame Akufo-Addo we busuani we busuani we
ono na kabonum de ne share office wo
omo bro na ku no omo bro no say wo paralyze ye no na nso yakwa na Kwame na ka kire me a me ko find out yes am pana na Kwame okọ ne krachi me de omo bu me no omo ye nyame a che omo de omo so ko omo krachi ba chanfo omo bu no Poku omo bu no and several others at some point wo ye party ni ba na wo hu ade enye na akoka suspension afi na Akufo-Addo fa ne tse paracetamol a ye de ma obi a wo yare koko anopa wi anwumre suspension ema omo ko ti ku obi kura na ye frɛ na asem all suspended executive members asem o suspended ko fo bebre entino this is what happened ɛna afei ɔde bɛyɛ mampani na busa ho sɛ what was the rehearsing grounds meant for? He rehearsed in opposition to become president, to put his rehearsal on stage. And yes, I'm here.
But unim where I have difficulty with the lives of Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo and Alan Frimpong Boatin. Frimpong Boatin say na me catch me papa na ye campaign during the 2008 and omu beza bia no report me ma no say on kasa nkyere me na the way a misi tie Kufuado kon so no enye papa na ye asantifo nkola na ye ya tiesi ye die mu ne ye sa. Now if I see these statements say I ask myself say Tama no mo nyina support to Kufuado to become president no. Is it that na omunim but omo said that kata omo ani? And I said na omunim afe no omo ahunu. And I said they realize the opportunity say they can use him to win power and amass wealth. Which is which?
I will tell you one
thing. I don't get it.
And if you talk to all these you have mentioned, I've spoken to them individually. And if you discuss with them, one thing runs true. Omu saade na mpanifo ka se nipa sisano. Omu sa aka sana. Ana wohu se ebinum so timi gidi se
no
illusion.
Me ntwano. Kufuado wode ono o magudie in the 70s, 80s, 90s. Ne emfa se ne yeni ho. But at least from 2007 the guy started exhibiting violent behaviors.
Yes.
When he became the flag bearer.
Yeah. Even before the flag bearer, you know.
I want to say friends say all die be die.
The year 2012. From 2007,
from 2007
he started exhibiting
wanting to be flag bearer.
Yes.
Even that time, Kwabena, look, I will tell you what. He had not shown any sign.
2007. What went on Ewo Legon? One Alan class. Ekoya no say a mild a normal in because NDC so omunya classes are going forward because 2010 2011 almost say akko yi flag bearer for 2012 no
that was 2010
2009 2000 the attacks started in 2009
yes
2010
yes
2000 because I mean in the middle of that for whatever reason obi anombe anan hu nipa bi ombe bu ni bia me hono oba e wa Asempa FM Pyramid House first person omo free no kobo no eye Apia Stadium omo free Apia Stadium by no oba me ho wa Asempa FM e no be ka chem say Kufuado no so omra na me say ukowura fie we no so okọ ho aba okoba no so onye MPP ni bi no si adai
Oma ko du furu kakra
omo ko buno
ko fie ko wu
ko bu Apia Stadium even to the extent say a traco media force any ade and me point in say very good sometimes no amunso no na one kenofrata wiawia parties ka wo entidia na ala na Frimpong Boatin no hu ya still 2012 no ombeta na chi ya campaign si anto aba manana na ye ni papa o de o man Manuel ebeye
na me no ya adwene wo ho be
me ba wo ma me wie after 2012 was I no mo kontoko sa maniema no ye kura de tantan hwe kwa ya ofa so yi afokonum ni ade still na Alan Frimpong Boatin any omo and omo church articles nyawo tamakro kura de close to 2016 watwe no but 2012 no wom pa but and ala no mo ye campaign with all that na o nim wo party no na no mo ye campaign say to abama Akufo-Addo na o ye nipa papa obeye oman ni ye obeye say no na omu deceive omu ho anase omu deceive ye ana so they na ace no omu ka say nye no kure what
Kwabena, I'll tell you one thing. Your Friday be illusion. Illusion. Now, illusion, no, ni meaning, or say, is the act of successfully hiding or escaping from someone, especially. Oh, for example, to say me no namwe. Na masheda di bibie siu. Ebi krampo me mfa den kra. Ebi a me ye kromfo. But me ben Kwabena. I was say me ma Kwabena who say me ade e friend kro no. Kwabena say me who say ye kromfo kra ene me no wa ya ka. Akufo-Addo is he has perfected on the craft of a swindler.
Okay, so the whole committee
to them
meba metiasie which means you want to say even with all those attacks no otimi brainwash omo believe is on tesa.
Yes, because you see,
wow.
For example, me no.
Wow.
Do you know Sir John called me to say nana nim ho hwe. Na boys na omo bias had no. Nana ensuma omo. In fact, he went as far as even with the BBC interview Krampa Makwa Grante make one sem, they still made people believe say Nana Enimoshe no only first human rights lawyer. In fact, BBC says here Obek Kassetia and Nana has condemned it. And I'm sure I'm for Nana voice and Remy. I will condemn. And one na Minister John Ubekaya, meaning in term year Basai China, Yesabe Ebeki Kasiani. In fact, Sir John, let's not also think, say, Akufo-Addo has not perfected his craft.
I agree.
Oh, so who cock it tiani a two botoma, then say, wage me for.
Yeah.
No, because I can respect catch one day what track roof room and I can respect Nina Nana or Sunsum sorry no papa Sunsum sorry Nana and na wako KJT ni atuni botoma na just say onye town boy town boy is here to a bottom because obi a perfect craft no in such a way say obe that one ma wo kra na wo no wo hu say we criminal no obegina di.
Okay, so Derek, so Amwa Silva Bujumbura has sending message. I think Alan from Pomboatin and Nyaho Tamaklo supported Nanado in those days or in those years because of the party.
I know so one. It is my second point. Solid. It's my second point. Which of course I disagree
on that.
No, I disagree with their decision to have supported him on the party so that the party will not collapse.
But Besoso make I when the bam to me say Ekwaya say Akwaya busuefo. Wo dia yamwanu na onini onkone anye party ni. But say no one decide so obese say party no.
Watra party not say mine no. Nti say wo president na wo dream ho say obabedi no. Wo de die na ebedie. What destroy party no. I destroy mine no. In fact, what destroy mine to a certain point so be man penny crown now.
You can't do much.
You can't do much. Oh, you know what I think of Sanko for now yebo mudin nyina ne say it's not as if they didn't know. Obi the suffering Paul Boatin. Even as a 2020 no campaign me Akufo-Addo. Until say omode wo nani. But Kwabena nim say car bi wo wa e kona wutimu a wadwen nya wo say driver na nya drive ye o. Ba wo gina nchen ya na wo say driver na drive ye. Enti na say de wo twa saya ne onim say na chia. Enu nti those people no we can at least pardon them for being late. But it's still better late than never. Now, my last point. Kwabena, would you ever want to choose, say, your tribe over your nationality.
No, why?
Okay. But I have a view that it is easy to change your nationality, but it's very tough. It's impossible to change your tribe.
Yes, it's true.
Do you understand? Now, you cannot say when you're Santini da, Santini biem, but you can say Menya Ghana ni biem.
Yes, possible.
We have so many Ghanaians who are not Ghanaians anymore, who are Americans, who are Canadians, who are whatever, because they easily could change their nationality. Now, these Mpenifui, sometimes I question about their thinking, you know, is the fact that they think the party represents a tribe.
It's wrong.
What must I say? I quite to say, Judah Busuaku, and a ye Judah Busuaku mufo, and Untino Yano, who free a mukrana, won't kind who beam. And so what? Now, me, Sabi, and I'm a teary as a menas Antini Bima me, and come up as a me Kusasini. And now say Kanjaga. And now say Meko Bulusa. And now say be a Meko, men come in court as anti beam.
I can't crown court.
Men quite can beam. So na me met way. So met me as a Sammy who say me qua. Because all these people are mentioning, no, they behave like Ashantis. I don't see the difference.
No difference.
I don't see the difference between Agbenini and Santini.
No
I don't on patronimo that you green and
no difference.
In fact, even if I should cross beyond Ghana, I don't see the difference between a Nigerian and a Ghanaian.
No. Maybe me voter.
You see, that makes us what we are and who we are. And you know, the reason a man or munum be aje almost say, I was say allow a kufodo that space, you know. They got it wrong. Because party MPP etihono, MPP just a vehicle. And the Osa bus, any VIP, any STC. And I'm missing me Kumasi. And about me me pay STC because I'm who green as NDC colors. And about also me me call Osa. Osa se first na omo blue. Me boa. Enti me kofa Osa. And Osa sabi any when ni nyina etimi de ukodu Kumasi. But ye kono, who said driver on your papa? Who seen free bus in join any bus for floor?
You got to.
Because your destination is one. You know, say ya man your four. And this NDCO, MPPO, doesn't matter. It must not matter.
No.
Because ye need Rollins Manson and then Achia or Diako ni womi. Ye need the Manson no Efakasia no and ne Ekufado. Why you more than 100 times the
Rollins 100 times.
More than that. CSC and kum nipa, emeji to me. Rollins anya bi da. Rollins in kum nipa da, emeji to me da. Obi will be on me baby, nipa ro kokun no de beji to me. Eso en nipa ko ma no atum, e de nipa nkwase asem o me hu Supreme Court da bia na mbuafu. Se me mbe ma pania, se nipa miensa me giro mu nyina ati ayam no wani karikam. Omo hu fa so ben e na wo, eten se nipa nwotwe akufado akum omo no. Because that even happened in a democracy.
Yes.
It happened in a democracy. Now so you can we are national security head. We can now we are now the national security head. No, that's what first one is saying. We are sitting on a time bomb and it is ticking.
Thank you.
And so me Putunu writer, the wrongs of yesterday and today. It will never happen tomorrow because our minds are awakening to a point. Say now, at the click of a button, the macro new no yenim
exactly.
And until the Akufo-Addo ayen eneno, look, it's indelible in the minds of Ghanaians, and it is forever indelible until we have somebody, maybe in future, in a very very long future, to change the wrongs in the party MPP. It is collapsed. Maybe.
Quick credit Simen Kanche mo say. Ukra national idea edem enye kofa collateral bra ena o deposit way ena ususu savings de ohia ya say ukra wo national ID okọ wo mo bo manfo odwadifo beji bibi kakra ya adwuma wate quick credit no omukra license free Bank of Ghana nchen from our 059 692 0833. Agarex, Yanante.
Let's start it from Oshe and Sema.
But it seems they are painting a gloomy picture to us as the current situation of the country.
Yes, and they are right. And that is this how you'll be. I won't take Ghana has they are right. And let's start it from Utie Professor from watching any Dr. Nyaho Tamakula. I say, how did we get here?
Very profound.
And we got here because of hypocrisy by our so-called men of God, by our traditional rulers. A dear by sem na Ghana for Ankamfa Rollins. A dear by sem na Ghana for Ankamfa John Mahama who sat down back churches in a ye preachy. Mensa utabel no mo omu preaching ke kan sembi ase omu ya politics ase omu ya politics na omu niam omu ye nyina more trances nyina was like they are speaking to the government in a
subtle
manner no more preaching in their churches. And then what do we see? What do we hear? Meanwhile, Akufo-Addo is doing worse than any of these people that we are mentioning. Now let's go back.
They are part of the syndicate.
And that is dangerous.
Yes.
You see, this is what is going on. A lot of the so-called men of God popular in this country, they are all political animals. They are just hiding behind the Bible and doing their business, taking opportunities and advantages in the political system, so long as it benefits them. They don't care. Because they are always walking in corridors of power. Some of them are advisors of the presidents.
Yeah.
They are benefiting. They are even making. Some of them are getting contracts behind the scenes. The same thing applies to the traditional rulers. Now, what in the twin chain? Let's go within the NPP party. Obi Ghana how because politics, Ghanaian politics. It's not tribalistic biano. Now we name the Akoso.
That's true.
Yen kanokre. The truth always sets free. Ya wan krofo wo MPP no mu a. MPP na hu ni sta no eye Achims and Asantes.
Straight.
Period. Obi a won tisa de we ase no, you are a baby in politics. Akufo-Addo came with an agenda. And assembly anamo kana mo si o, your friend is saying and krofo we no mu nim na se for look. They mistakenly believed say MPP a can for party. It will be a kamisi biano. It's not true. Akufo-Addo and his team came to break the Ashantis from the MPP and hijack the party and take as much money they can take from this country so they can control the political system in this country forever.
Because always Ashantis are your target.
Exactly.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is why as soon as he came, Kwabena Japan, friend is say, now he into all those big names na no more for hune na se for nyina
crash
obia. Oh yeah, what is the next thing? Or did on one na busuafo. Etwa ne ho hia e. Wonya na busuani kra so long as we are chimney no. Not what to baby. So now what is happening in Ghana, let me tell you. The reason why people will kill to maintain Akufo-Addo is because it is a Chim tribe and they control Ghana. It is to them a kunyato fie. It will cross now bekum. No keep kunyano fie. That is what is going on. That is exactly what is going on. So the whole situation is, look, the persona Obekaya, time President Mills, a president of Ghana. Who say, ni pursuing the buy, a reflective on the employees ni na.
Yeah.
Ni soon the buy because wouldn't him say, Nipa now ye president na wa point no on pe basabasa. Until we say, oh ye bibia na President Mills na and for quiet demonstration na. You say you stop one mouse. Munya demonstration. What you say? But Akufo-Addo's persona, his arrogance, his adamant patapa nature, vindictiveness, recklessness.
Because Udim, I say, asemasi na presidential staffer etimi atwete say if persuasion fails,
force applies, and nobody will tell him anything. He's just an employee. The president, seat of government. Who born dog? But
you are working at the seat of.
Why you free and nobody will say anything?
And only where I have difficulty. I don't like mentioning their names, but sometimes I need to do it. Is he a happy man?
Let me tell you something in this country that Kwabena you don't know. Majority of the people in this country, when they make their own money and they are comfortable, they don't care about the rest of the country. Because you see,
so Rollins time Kwaku was not feeling comfortable in life, and let me into Onya to say they may fight your microphone, so no may fight your mammy.
And Yamin say me and say it here. Your mama beba power. You will be kind of not. Because when you are eating, you don't talk. So you see,
correct. Then it's not.
Let me tell you something. Me dey asmaka.
Dey asmaka say. Me dey asmaka. San oni party.
San ani payete. What you say? Edeba asem na gabi ochire akwanka. Was he speaking that time because no Dogana? No. He was speaking so that they are on the tribes me between hijack power.
Gabi crowd I'm in fan count because he's just a stupid boy. Into one ya me mass man fan count. But omo na ye susano. Like Kwakuba Akuma ni enu say omo ye very reasonable people. Level-headed people. Yeah. How can Kwakuba Akun preach about Rollins or de on my airplane kwachre zaneto? Airplane pi. Yeah, no be ye issue teneye. Then Kwakuba Akun is alive to witness Akufo-Addo. Eba ya
wakoto jacuzzi.
What do you mean? Akufo-Addo ba wa hijack creative arts ya only official appointment or just salary obia nim or use creative arts agency no at the year on one business. Kwakuba Akun is alive to witness this, and I ask myself, so is this guy a happy man working?
May say, I'm telling you, said there are so many people in this country, and you see, if you are not careful, not obey personal, there are so many people in this country. Nobody, I mean, very few people care about this country. Very, very few people. Trust me. And you end up becoming a fool. I'm telling you, you become a fool to your country and to people around you.
You have a point.
Because trust me, very, very few people care for this country. Look, we are where we are, and as some year can be very serious. Mamika Akufo-Addo dey we cross na mabaho. Akufo-Addo use strategy bi. Your friend of projectionism or project. Ade a ono nim se obeye no dey show. So for example, exactly.
We
obo no we ade no. Oh, me buy I've treated Ghanaians fairly. On one is oboa. It's no ni bibia at same bia obeti Akufo-Addo kabia no. Eye opposite. Ni nature eye opposite to what he says. And a strategy, a deliberate strategy. Omu yusu. What you say? Now, Oma transfer we say Ghana form pe basabasa. Ghana for suro friends say moja. Ghana form pe basabasa. Eti na Oma strategy say oh, we buni pa baako na mu boba ko tua mu nyina be dwane akwhye dem. And that is exactly the tactics they are using. Because ebeye din beye nwanwa say oman aye team. Na yakoye election. Election aye nyina aye nim say wan wini. Election bia near esi Ghana ha like election 2020 obia nim in the glare eye of people. Yenim say election wan wini what twist a friend say only is in my one you are in bed. Everybody knows that this is not a news. Wo de emfa nyina say wa wini fine. Na Ghana for 8 Ghanaian citizens just because they were going to vote. up to today, Akufo-Addo has not said anything, a word over it. How can such a person? And Yama be Koso, Utie Dr. Nyahota Maklu, now Utie and Sama Mokana. The security of this country is at stake. And look, se Oma we are careful, a bit is sini. We are sitting on a time bomb, and I keep saying this. The youth of this country and the majority of people in this country are losing confidence in the political class. And the earlier we wake up, the better. And none of them be me better me can say, I know your mama is coming back, whether they like it or not. But the next 4 years of John Mama, there must be drastic changes in this country to win the confidence of the youth. There must be a deliberate, drastic changes in this country, the way this country is run, the way this country is governed. And yes, sir, then we should sit proper. Because the youth, what the political class have done to the youth is, it's like we've taken hope from them. And the worst thing you can do to anybody is to take hope from the person. These same people, Ejumana Jomahama nyina MPP for use marketing strategy, communication, scientific communication to destroy Jomahama kwata. And NDC couldn't even stand for Jomahama. Destroy new way, no. And ma youth know high hopes, promises upon promises are more new to me and deliver those promises, no. And what this has done to the Ghanaian youth is Jomama na mo se wanye no. Mo use sebi. Look at one of the things they use. Doom so started rolling style. Me kaipa rolling style ye kasa ko so bodam na kodam.
Say Kofo
time am ko to a friend say je beta na sifo.
Why? What would asofo ko to say the already asofo consultant galam say site no.
Jomahama ba no as a leader and o say problem ne nyame na me koso ye, nyame time na me koso ye. But as a leader, my responsibility, no. But I will fix it. These were his words. Say, I will fix it. Once and for all. MPP for to me, you see, my ekagana for 3 massive said your mama and they did so by. Meanwhile, your mama and the best solve would do so. Yes. But to me, my Ghana for jitum said your mama and they did so by. Yes, I my way, you know, we are my Ghana for promises upon promises upon promises, lies all over the place, no. And no buy na. A disappointing Ghana for totally. So now, all the people who have been disappointed, almost a friend say NDC, MPP, the same. And your pet, and to me, your pet. And because of that,
Jessica, MPP and NDC, didn't drop any budget to me. How?
You see, so now, Aquaquaya, ama, just
what could you try to me?
Obia Nani, not Junimudo. Or yet observant, no, but no. Your mama time, any man to say. Your mama, ye way, but MPP for no mom, no cast your mama, and your no buy no mom, no money. I have very few people don't bet me against Arjunui. It is the only way. Let's say, Yanko Ponyadum 90 bar. Yanchere Ghana, the difference.
Top Choco. Mr. Osewunya Bia. Oh, yeah, Top Choco. A chocolate spread ya differ brudum. Any I want a 3-in-1 chocolate drink. Ghana 4. Me Ghana 4. Fra 0243033033. Give us a bar center. Omna a year power capsules. Cold capsules. And I feel so a year heba Mr. Abba. Mame enka a year oppose ni edru. Enchro. Imbus heba mesha oppose ni edru no. Greenfield say a bright soja capsules and a bright garlic plus capsules. Live in Accra 100.5. Dr. Ansah Kennedy at make wayɛ video bi about Gregory Afoko. Na mepɛ sɛ obiara tie bi sima yɛnkɔ obiara tie bi.
Hi, good day, my fellow Ghanaians. This is Dr. Kwabena Kennedy. I wanted to address you about Gregory Afoko. If you recall, in 2015, the MPP chairman, Alhaji Mahama, was killed painfully by an acid attack, and Mr. Gregory Afoko was considered one of the suspects. After a 3-year trial, the government filed a nolle prosequi just before a verdict could be delivered in 2019. He was released and immediately rearrested. He was retried, and a jury, by a vote of 4-3, found him not guilty. The government has already announced its intention to retry Mr. Afoko. The question is, how many times is he going to be retried? I know that the President and the Attorney General are good people who mean well, but what began as a prosecution for justice is becoming more and more like a persecution for a vendetta against his brother Paul Afoko. Because if you recall, right after the murder was committed, some bigwigs in the MPP pressured his brother Paul Afoko to resign because his brother was a suspect. That was really unusual. The question is, how many times is he going to be tried?